We be live. Hello, Durud and Shalom. My name is Armin Navabi.
And I'm Adi Samani. Welcome back, everybody. Today is Friday. And if you guys may be aware, Friday is when the United States of America likes to launch operations because of the weekend. And today, more than ever, it is more likely because Donald Trump did go to Joint Base Andrews, where he actually gave a lot of different pieces to the media. So Camp Andrews is a military base in Washington, D.C. that Donald Trump doesn't like going to. He's actually only been there twice before, right before Operation Midnight Hammer to hit the nuclear bases in Iran, and the weekend that the MOU was signed about June. So does seem like big decisions are always made in that area. And it looks like we have some clips here to show you guys for you to see for yourselves. So let's begin with Donald Trump today.
Reach a deal with Iran, given that you talked about?
Yes, you can. I mean, look, I'm losing faith in them because they do lie and they do misrepresent. Well, the other day, the 5 missiles were shot. We knocked them down, but we were in the midst of a negotiation. I mean, I'm waiting for Steve to call me. How's the negotiation going? And instead, I got a call from Pete that they just shot 5 missiles at one of our bases in Jordan.
Do you believe that you can reach?
Right. So he's losing faith in the Islamic Republic's ability to negotiate. Armin, is that, that's kind of language, stronger language. It's language that we hear him use recently in the past month, I would say. It's much stronger language. But we do end up hearing him say that he's going to hit them hard and things like this pretty regularly now. Do you think anytime it's any different this time?
You know what? It doesn't. We are in a position. We're in a situation that we could only judge by what happens, not by what is being said. Do you agree with that? Forget here's a tip. If you can't negotiate with them, if you can't trust them, if you don't know if talking to them is going to produce any results, and if you do know that whatever they agree to they're going to violate it, here's a solution to that. Ali, what do you think? Then don't negotiate. Then don't talk to them. Then don't make deals with them.
Don't make deals with them.
Here's it. Yes, maybe that's a good solution. What do you think?
Absolutely.
You think that works?
Right. We ended up hearing stuff like that. We also ended up hearing Scott Bessent talk about the inflation and the bank situation in the Islamic Republic.
Fury to economic fury to constrict, on your orders, constrict the Iranian regimes, the financial tentacles all around the world. We started it on your orders. We started in March 2025. In December 2025, the largest bank in Iran collapsed. The central bank had to print money, caused inflation. Now they got 180% inflation. They aren't able to pay their troops. And on your orders, we are searching for their assets all around the world. And that money will go to the Iranian people, Americans who have been harmed by the Iranians, whether the USS Cole, or the barracks in Lebanon, or it will go back to when the Iranians attacked these ships coming out. So it's been a privilege to be part of that. And
right, so that money is going to be used for the Iranian people and to pay reparations for damages. Also, thank you, chat, for correcting me. It's actually Camp David. There we go. You guys keeping me on the straight and narrow here.
2 points. Shauna is pointing out that Marco Rubio is there. When I don't see, is JD Vance there? If JD Vance is that not the back of his head?
Wait, let's see. Let's see here.
That looks like the back of the head of JD Vance.
This one. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I know these. If that's JD Vance, if I could recognize him from the back from the back of his head.
From the
yes, it's actually okay. Okay, so JD Vance is there, Marco Rubio is there as well. That was pretty good that I spotted that, huh? If that is
that's
JD
pretty
Vance,
good.
that was pretty good.
It's by his gray hair and his beard.
Yeah. Wow. I'm impressed with myself. Okay, because I was gonna say if Marco Rubio is there and JD Vance is not there, that's a good sign. but both of them seem to be there.
They are there.
One thing about paying, holding the money for the Iranian people, that's really good, and for damages, that's really good.
Yeah.
If that's going to be done, the only way to do that is not for anybody to decide how to distribute this to the Iranian people. The only way that this could be done effectively is, you guessed it, under the leadership of Princess of Pahlavi and with coordination of his team. There is no other way. There is no other way. The only way to do it is to make sure that because it wouldn't be trusted. If you hand that money to what you think is genuine, like well-meaning Iranians, you probably are going to be funding IRGC. You probably are going to be funding communist, leftist, anti-American, and anti-Israeli groups. The only way to make sure that this is actually supporting the Iranian people is to do it with the coordination of Princess of Pahlavi and his team.
Correct. Now, for everyone watching, if you pay attention to that video, everyone's there, his entire cabinet. Usually that doesn't happen. So largely a bunch of Iranian analysts and American analysts think that this is because there was a major decision made, obviously, before the press walked in and some of the leaks happened. So I actually heard some leaks already about what they talked about. Oh, we're going to, a plan was presented to the president to hit the energy infrastructure of Iran and etc. And I'm hearing this, I'm thinking, oh man, that makes me feel very, it makes me lose hope that something's going to happen this weekend. But then I thought to myself, wait, this cabinet meeting doesn't happen all the time. It's very rare. And of course they would want to leak some things on purpose to mislead people. But I'm a firm believer that the next stage of whatever is to come was decided here, because Trump does not like going to Camp David. He usually doesn't show up. And for him to pull the entire cabinet there is a very rare occurrence. Another thing in Washington, D.C. is that apparently right before Netanyahu left Washington, D.C., he met one-on-one privately with J.D. Vance. And they had apparently a heartfelt conversation. So funnily enough, this is according to Axios, the same Axios that tells us J.D. Vance and Netanyahu are screaming at each other, Trump and Netanyahu are calling each other names, etc., etc. Apparently now, according to Axios, they're buddy-buddy. J.D. Vance and Netanyahu had a private meeting. It was cordial. Both sides agreed to continue cooperating. It was frank. It was direct. All right, Axios. That's interesting there. And before we get into the Middle East, we wanted to show you guys the result of what happened across the pond from Washington, D.C. in Spain. So this may come as a surprise to absolutely nobody, but what happened in Spain last night was that tens of thousands of migrants poured across the border, and as per no one's surprise, this is what ended up happening that night. Along with this.
انا ويا وايس فارح شيء نزاك سنت كلاك زع كلاك سنتي بزاف بزاف
And more of the same. They set cars on fire. They broke into homes. They stole. They hurt people. And they clashed with the police. The army has been called in, although I'm not quite sure how much damage control the Spanish army can do at this point with, I mean, they're literally going towards, I mean, this is, look at this clip right here. Guys, look at this. These guys are grabbing rocks and going towards these government vehicles and throwing rocks at them. Armin, what do you think about that?
An invasion. This is an invasion. You know what? For years we called this an invasion. People are like, "Oh my god, you guys are so radical. You're calling this as an invasion. You guys are exaggerating." Like this, we were right. This is an invasion. This looks like an invasion. It looks like an invasion. It smells like an invasion. It sounds like an invasion. It's an invasion.
Correct. So that would be here in the Strait of Gibraltar, which is
Coming to a
Spain.
city near you in the near future, unless you do something about it in the West.
This summer. Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
This is
And-
your future. Like if you're in any of the countries in Europe or North America, Australia, New Zealand, if you haven't seen this yet, you will see it at some point. Okay, this everything you're like, if you're watching back, you're like, oh my god, what a crazy situation. Anyways, well, you at some point you're not going to afford to say anyways.
Correct.
This will be, you will be opening your window and you're going to see this. So, you know, unless you actually fight, get up and fight.
Correct. And someone who had the foresight to predict all this was Prince Reza Pahlavi, apparently decades ago. And he warned the Europeans of this decades ago. Looks like they didn't take his warning seriously. Prince Reza Pahlavi.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you were going to say something by Pence, which
no.
I hate.
But this is Mike Pence, and he's talking about, so Mike Pence is the former vice president of the United States. He was Trump's running mate in the first term. Let's see what he has to say about what's to come.
They opened the door to a memorandum of understanding that would achieve our objectives, which, as I said, are very clear. No nuclear weapons, no ballistic missiles, freedom of navigation, and no more support for terrorism. They had a shot. They blew it. They started to fire on vessels transiting the strait, and the president responded with overwhelming force by the United States military. We control the airspace over.
So, in usual Mike Pence fashion, looks like he says a whole lot of nothing, but even he seems to be on board. And with that, we have a very important piece of news for you guys. The markets are not looking so good. So we're talking about oil in the bond market. It's actually looking quite bad. Let me find the oil for you guys as well. But this is what the bond market looks like. We're at the highest point, the same as 2007. Now, I'm sure a lot of people here can remember 2007 and what happened there. We will also show you guys the oil reserves as well. Sorry, were you gonna say something?
No, I'm just drinking my tea.
So that's the bond yield, and this is something I've been keeping my eye on. This is something that does largely dictate how much room you have to maneuver. Let me make this a little bit bigger for you guys. Here it is. So June 2007 on the left, right now on the right side, back up at 5.2%. Now, when we usually saw it reach about 4.5, between 4 to 4.5, Donald Trump liked to call a ceasefire or an MOU or something, which is why you can see these large green or large blue and large red. But it looks like it's been creeping up. And we've arrived at this point, which once again, going by just the money, we are at the cusp of a major event. How soon is hard to say. That, along with the oil reserves, which is going to be this picture, and we can see that the oil reserves are being rapidly drained at the moment. We're here on the far right, the lowest they've been in, I think it's now 40 years, 40-year low. That's another signal that things are to come. And you can see right here that we actually ended up using a lot of them. So time to act. It's time to act fast. I do not want to risk more than I have to, is what I would be thinking. And why don't we finish the job? Because we can. The United States absolutely can, and it should. So with that, let's take a look at what that might look like. We were able to find the USS Boxer And the USS Boxer is sitting right off the coast of Oman, about 340 kilometers south of Chabahar, right here. And it is still currently doing donuts, just patrolling the area, but we do see that it's accompanied by an aircraft carrier. We're not exactly sure which one. It's kind of hard to see from up in space. But they're in the area, and so finishing the job might look like some land troops here that could possibly take some of the southern ports and force a better counter blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, which has gone very interestingly. In fact, it's gone so interestingly that a Qatari ship was turned back by the United States, or so we believe. Everyone is stumped on the internet as to why this ship carrying liquid natural gas was turned around when it reached the blockade. So it came off the coast of the Emirates, went around here. Who knows what it did there, right, guys? What could it possibly have done here before taking the northern route, paying the toll to the IRGC, and attempting to exit where it hits the blockade and immediately turns back around? This has drawn some questions. Did the United States block this ship because it took the IRGC route and paid the toll? Trump did say in March that he would do this. That's a possibility. Another possibility, and the one that I think is probably a little bit more likely, is that over here, it conducted ship-to-ship transfer of oil, meeting some of the IRGC tankers, bringing on some of their oil, paying the IRGC, and then attempting to exit that way, which is the same thing as giving money to the IRGC. So I think that is probably a better reason as to why it was turned around. People are still speculating, however. On news of the blockade, the United States is considering another blockade, a second blockade via land. And this is a new topic that's come out today. Just want to remind you guys that Iran shares borders with like 14 countries, and there are so many different ways to get into the country that enforcing a land blockade is not impossible, but very improbable. Considering that the countries around Iran would also have to take place and participate in the blockade and have the capacity and capability to do so. Yeah, I don't really know about that one. I'm not too sure. Is a land blockade, what do you think about that? Is that a good idea? Is it a bad idea? I'm just not even sure it's a possible thing.
Sounds like a long-term plan to me rather than a short and quick one. Sounds like, because here's the problem. So here's the problem with that. The Islamic Republic, if you do a long blockade, seems like you're planning for something that is going to last months rather than, or maybe even years, to cripple the Islamic Republic, to bring them back to the negotiating table instead of trying to end the job. I think the land blockade is necessary, but if that's what your plan is, to just do that, the naval blockade and the land blockade, then if I'm the Islamic Republic, I know that all I have to do is keep shooting missiles of stuff and make you go through your munition stockpile until you're, dangerously low levels. Because even if you do that, then I will do two things. I will keep throwing missiles, so you have to keep burning through your missile stockpiles, your missile interceptor stockpiles, and I will also start hitting directly hitting oil infrastructures on a scale that I haven't done before, right? The only solution is just to go at it. The only solution, none of this works unless they just finish the job, give the green light to Israel, unleash the Jews on the mullahs, unleash the Iranian people on the mullahs, get the Israelis to finish all the layers of the Islamic Republic regimes, not just layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, just finish the job with all of them. They know how to do it. Talk to Princess of Pahlavi, officially recognize the government in exile under the leadership of Princess of Pahlavi and his team, arm the Iranian people with coordination and the leadership of Princess of Pahlavi, get the Ukrainians involved, get the oil tankers in the Persian Gulf, give it to the Iranian people, get them to sell it on the free market, use that money to pay the Americans for air support, get that money, the Iranian people could get that money to pay the Ukrainians for training and for drones, and then build an army. After first wipe out the entire leadership, the entire bingo sheet card, wipe it clean, arm the Iranian people, provide them air support, blockade, get the entirety of the South, suffocate whatever is left of the Islamic Republic, because you have basically taking all their oil and gas revenue away from them, because all of southern Iran is now belongs to the Iranian people. And then after you have all of that, march north. That's what you do.
The long-term plan, yeah. And what the short-term plan seems
that's not a long-term plan. What they're doing is a long-term plan. This is a short-term plan. This is boom, 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 boom. You get this done.
I guess I was thinking a little bit shorter term than that too.
What?
Well, so what I was thinking was that we do strike the roads and bridges and railroads that allow the IRGC to fortify these smaller cities and towns. And then at the same time, we recognize Prince Reza Pahlavi. We start really putting arms into the hands of the Iranian people, and we push this as fast as possible. We strike the IRGC. We activate all of the Mossad, CIA, Prince Reza Pahlavi's defections at the same time. And we get things going with the backing of these governments. The Crown Prince is able to give a final uprising call, and we get Iran back from us. Every day I wake up with a little bit of anxiety because I don't want more countries to get involved in this conflict. I think, in my opinion, the more countries get involved, the worse off we will be as the Iranian people. Every country has their own objective and their own wants. And the absolute worst case scenario is that the countries surrounding Iran try to establish a security zone, like Turkey grabbing a part of land here and calling it a buffer zone. And Iran will be segmented into multiple different pieces. So sooner than later, and it seems like, according to CBS and the Wall Street Journal, Donald Trump has ordered new strikes on the Islamic Republic of Iran targeting energy-related targets. This is the new headline coming out as of the past, I would say, 2 hours. Quote, "The president has lost patience. This could hit the regime where it's most vulnerable. The die will be cast at the very last moment, and strikes can be as early as this weekend." So that's what CBS is reporting here. Yeah, that could be the case. It's not like the Islamic Republic can do anything about it, so reporting that isn't going to stop them. And that is what we are eagerly awaiting to see. I'm checking every second to see is something going to happen right now. But while we wait for that, we have an update in Israel. We have an update about Hamas. For those of you who've been watching, we've been covering how Hamas has agreed, weirdly enough, to not only disarm, but to just dissolve and go away. And that looked to be way too good to be true for us. And so turns out those were the headlines yesterday. Donald Trump came out on Truth Social, posted about the board of peace, posted about Hamas dissolving, disarming, etc. And we were like, I don't think so. We don't really think so that's going to happen. So it's running into some problems today. You can see that Axios is once again reporting some stuff. So this one is a little bit different. According to Axios, the IRGC asked Hamas when they attended the funeral for Ali Khamenei, hey, Hamas, don't rush into signing this agreement, okay? Just play for time, lead on the Israelis, lead on the Americans, don't disarm, just hold on, which makes sense. And it looks like this was according to a senior U.S. official. Apparently, Hamas didn't listen and went ahead and signed this agreement. Now, that was yesterday. The day after Donald Trump announces this, a senior Hamas terrorist official, Ghazi Hamid, came out and said, actually, we're not disarming before the Israelis withdraw. Just saying. Also, we didn't say disarm. We said we'll let the Israelis hold our weapons in storage. We're not actually going to disarm. I'm just like, okay, what are you even saying, dude? Like, there's not much of a huge difference there. If you're going to give up your weapons, it's not going to give them back to you. But we're into some problems already. Israel will not interfere. Israel will withdraw first. In your dreams is my response to this. I just never, ever see that happening. Do you think Israel will withdraw from Gaza and be like, oh, yeah, you guys, go for it. Someone else come and take Hamas's weapons. We're out. Good luck, guys.
Yeah, this is the end of Hamas by just calling themselves something else. Okay, so this is basically, let me see. This is basically Hamas is saying. First of all, Hamas, if this happens, this is not going to happen because the conditions that Hamas has given the condition that Israel must recognize the Palestinian state. That's never going to happen. BS. They also, by the way, the deal also says that they get to keep their light weapons, so they're going to still have a lot of weapons. And also, this is over more than 300 days plan. So there's a lot of things that is obviously going to go wrong with this before it is even finalized. Nobody thinks that this is seriously is going to happen. Nobody sane thinks that this is seriously is going to happen. And even if it did happen, it would just be Hamas being like, yeah, Hamas doesn't have guns anymore because we have a new name now. They're supposed to recognize the authority of a new Palestinian authority, which basically means a new terrorist organization that is just not Hamas. And also, it's not like Hamas is the only terrorist groups in Gaza. We have Islamic Jihad and many other terrorist groups. The problem is not Hamas. Hamas is just a name. The problem is jihadism. And you could just, these people keep doing, like, can rebrand as many times as you want for Hamas not to be there. The fundamentals there are the problem. The fundamentals there are anti-Israeli. Here's the thing. You have the population there that is ready to be jihadi, even if Hamas doesn't have guns. The other groups will have guns, and many of these other groups will be from Hamas anyways. Even if we get there, I seriously think this isn't going to happen. But people need to understand this is not about this organization or that organization. It's about two things. These people fundamentally want to kill Jews and Israelis, and honestly, take over not just Israel but the whole world, and they're not going to stop wanting that until they're dead. So one solution is to make them dead. But the main solution is that even if they die, there is enough demand for this for another group to pick up, and other people. These people breed more than they die, right? So there's always going to be there people with that ideology that wants to do this. The thing you need to do is take the source out. This is just a game of whack-a-mole. The more you hit them, Israel does a good job at eliminating these. But all you're doing is you're cutting the branches. It will keep growing back. You have to go for the root, and the root is in Tehran. The root is the Islamic Republic. There is enough oil and gas money coming out of Iran that is motivated to be against Israel, that no matter how many of these groups that you destroy, something else will rise up in its place. So it's good to keep killing terrorists for sure, but there will be always more terrorists. You need to cut their source. You need to destroy their ATM. Their ATM is the oil and gas revenue of the Iranian people stolen from them and that goes into funding these terrorists. None of this will go away until you get rid of the Islamic Republic. Get rid of the Islamic Republic.
That is correct. Get rid of their ATM. And let's take a look at how that's going. So we were able to pull up the post for you guys here that, according to CBS News reports, this is what they're saying. The U.S. and Israel are prepared to strike Iranian energy infrastructure as early as this weekend, though no final decision has been made. Officials discussed timing the strikes so they would end before markets open Monday. Israel has been briefed and is coordinating with Washington, but President Trump has not given final approval. Looks like that was the result of his Donald Trump's meeting. Here is what we know. So the logistics say that in Israel alone, there's about 80 refueling tankers. In Saudi Arabia, it's unknown, but probably another 20 to 30. So the number of refueling tankers has reached 100. At the same time, right now over the Persian Gulf, we see about 7 to 10 refueling tankers with their transponders on. So it looks like there is some activity here. Although last night to this morning, there was very, very few. There was pretty much nothing going on, maybe preparation for something, and strikes have not begun as of yet. It's 1:30 a.m. right now in Iran. We were able to see something strange, though. So up in Tehran, in one of the missile cities that has been struck quite heavily by the B-1s during the 40-day war, called Pachin, was once again on fire today. No one knows why. You can kind of see the smoke rising in the distance there. And this has put some questions as to what is going on behind the scenes. Can we see some more Immortal Guard or Mossad activities? Now, here's time for a good little laugh. So for those of you who don't know, the Islamic Republic was forced to sell oil and buy American food. It looks like some of this shipment may have arrived somehow. So we're actually seeing clips come out, and this I've been able to 100% verify this, but I've seen a lot of people post this, and look at the guy's, you know, he's in Iran, and let's see what they say on the sacks of rice.
برنج آمریکایی در گونیای 10 کیلویی لانگ گرین وایت رایس برنج دانه بلند آمریکایی در گونیای 10 کیلویی فقط 150 تومن. اینم کیفیت بار برنج 150 تومن قیمت مشخصات خرید 150 رو بفرست.
And there we can see what it says. So it's actually an Iraqi contracted company. So an American company contracts this Baghdad Al-Qarada Hey Al-Wada company. And it looks like that's how they got this food into Iran. It does say country of origin USA down there. So the rice is from the USA, goes into Iraq, gets processed, and goes into Iran. So if you have to say 1 through 10, how humiliating is this for the Islamic Republic? What would you say?
11, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much 11.
Yes.
Absolutely. We will never negotiate with the Americans. Death to America. Well, this was the result. You traded in your supreme leader for some rice.
This is good. Can you send this to me? Because I would want to share it in the Persian channel.
Yeah, I'll send this to you right now. Oh, man, that $9 billion that they got to sell from oil money is now being used to actually buy food. And they did it quietly as well. So speaking of the dead supreme leader, let's see how his son is doing, the new supreme leader. Apparently, the CIA and Mossad are looking a lot harder now to find Mojtaba Khamenei, the new supreme leader. He hasn't been seen since February 28th, and most people think he's dead, including me. But intelligence is still trying to find him, and it looks like they might be able to. Now, here's the thing. Here's the problem with this. This report states, this is by the Times, this report says that he was seriously injured and he has been avoiding using phones or laptops for more than 150 days. I'm not going to lie. That is probably the most unbelievable part of this entire story, is that he hasn't been using electronics for 150 days. I don't know if any one of you can do that. I actually don't think I can. I'm actually not sure I can go without a phone or a laptop for 150 days. So it's a little bit of a bogus story here, in my opinion. And in terms of, do I want to go to the uprising? Yeah, let's do that. All right. Armin, in 1979, what was your estimate on the population of Iran that stood against the Shah?
Stood against the Shah.
Correct.
That's a big, that's something that a lot of people ask. Nobody has an accurate estimate for that. But I don't know. I wouldn't know. I think less than people think. That's what I would say. Less than people think.
Okay. Yeah. I heard anything from 3% to 11%. Just everything that I could take a look at. Have you ever heard about what the Shah of Iran had to say about the people after he left the country? Does anyone want to know what he said?
He talked about the silent majority that didn't come to his
Yes.
defense. Yeah.
Yes. So I'd like to show you guys that clip, and we can talk about why this is significant. This is Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi, the last Shah of Iran.
Do you feel that your people let you down, or that you let your people down?
First of all, when we say the people, we cannot talk about all the people. That's absolutely not true. I can say that the silent majority remains silent. And if I let my people down, it was for the purpose that I tried to explain, that a king cannot be a dictator and that a throne could not be based on blood. This is my only explanation for what it is worth.
Did your people let you down, do you think?
Well, the majority remains silent.
Yep, the majority remains silent.
That you let.
The majority remained silent. Armin, what is the significance of the majority of the people remaining silent in 2026 or 2027, the next time the people come out? Why is it important, in your opinion, for the majority to not be silent?
When the Shah fell, Iran fell. When Iran fell, the Middle East fell. When the Middle East fell, the whole world lost a lot of peace and stability and prosperity. We lost a country. We lost our country, but our loss was not just our loss. Our loss was your loss. There's a lot. The cost associated with you guys not fighting right now for your countries is more significant than you realize. This is why Iranian people, when they look at Europe and they see Islamic and communist takeover of your countries, they look at it and they say that we have already seen this, and then you should take the Iranian people's warning seriously. If you are agreeing with this, that this is bad, and you're not doing anything about it, you're part of the silent majority that Mohammad Reza Shah was talking about back then. Many Iranian people knew that this is wrong, but they didn't do anything about it. So if you're just consuming content like the one that you're watching, and you're nodding your head and you're agreeing with it, you're doing nothing else. You're doing as much as many Iranian people did when they were watching their country being taken away from them. And then you will be the same. You will be the same level of disappointment that our Shah it was experiencing to his people, to the silent majority that didn't come out to his defense. Other people in the future will look at you with the same level of disappointment.
He also said his only explanation, for what it's worth, is that the king cannot be a dictator and that the throne cannot be based on blood. That is why he left the country instead of massacring and killing people. And Armin, who is it that pushes these types of stories even today? That the Shah was a dictator, that he massacred the people, and that he tortured them. Who pushes these types of stories?
The same people that brought the Islamic Republic, the same leftists and Muslims who opposed the Shah and created all of this chaos and terrorism. The same people that continue saying Israel is apartheid, that Israel is doing genocide in Gaza, the same people who are anti-Zionist, anti-America, the so-called anti-imperialists, the same people.
And what form do these people take today?
I mean, they're usually academic elites. They pretend to be academic elites, analysts on Western media. That's one form that they take. What form did you have in mind?
That's what I was going to say. In addition to the ones that are still, the same leftists and Islamists, you now have them infiltrating Western society in our institutions and our universities and teaching our children to go against American values and Western values. That is the insidious nature of this ideology. And that's what we fight against, don't we? That's what we do.
Yes. Somebody's using all caps in the chat saying, who is doing the genocide in Gaza? Hamas is doing the genocide in Gaza.
Yep. They starve the Gaza people. They shoot the Gaza. They use them as human shields. They build bases under hospitals. That sounds.
First of all, I mean, to be clear, there is no genocide in Gaza. But if you mean massacre, then Hamas is doing the massacre. There is no genocide in Gaza.
So
there was genocide in Israel on October 7th, but there is no genocide in Gaza. There was genocide in Gaza when the Jews were wiped out of Gaza, right before Hamas came into power. That was genocide. So yes, we had genocide in Gaza. When the Jews were wiped out of Gaza, that was genocide. Yeah, and here's the thing. Right. This person is doing all caps there because you have two different stories. Yeah, and one of them is retarded. It's the one that you think, the one that you believe in is the retarded version. One of them is real and the other one is stupid. By the way, your argument using all caps doesn't make your arguments right.
And with that, we have a piece of breaking news, something that I haven't seen before. According to Barack Ravid, so Axios, again, citing Caroline Leavitt today, who's the White House press secretary, is that blonde lady that we see talking. She said today, quote, as President Trump said today at his cabinet meeting, the United States will win and Iran will not have a nuclear weapon during his term. The during his term part is new to me. That gives us, I haven't heard that before. Now, of course, timelines can change, but some new words unlocked today. Additionally, we're hearing some Islamic Republic media and people, Islamic Republic state media citing people saying sound of a fighter jet in West Tehran. This makes complete sense. The Mehrabad airport is in West Tehran, and we know that they usually scramble the Islamic Republic Air Force jets from there to start patrolling the skies. Not that they are able to do anything, more like, early radar systems, I guess, at best, like living human radar systems, probably. Yikes. So that's where we stand with the strikes. So let's talk about that. The Iranian analyst and Iran international journalist Morad Vaisi believes that an all-out operation where Israel will join is very imminent. It's about to happen. You have other prominent Iranian analysts like Capital Reports, so Arash Alai, who believe that no, this is going to take a lot longer. So we have good experts, both sides of the spectrum, giving their opinions of this. The Americans seem to all pretty much agree on one thing, except for the ones who, of course, say the Islamic Republic has come out stronger, et cetera, blah, blah, blah. Most of them believe Donald Trump is running out of patience, and we should act sooner than later. because of, X, Y, and Z that we've said before. The Israelis are rearing to go. And here's my thoughts on the Israelis. So the Israelis obviously very much want to get involved. Their reputation in the Middle East is very low. Most of the Arab countries hate their guts for none other than the fact that they're Jewish. And they might be told, hey, let's tone it down a bit by the US just to try and keep tensions in the Middle East a little bit lower. If the US is trying to pull the Arab countries closer to their side, they may want to distance themselves from the Israelis a little bit. I think we saw that over the past couple of months. I think now we're seeing Israel and the US get closer, as they did just have a pretty good meeting, and the Israelis seem very happy. Netanyahu and his team seem very happy as a result of that meeting, which means Netanyahu, who is anxious for his September elections, September, October, is being optimistic. And that is a very unusual thing. If I was him, I'd be quite nervous. So either he knows he's going to win, or he is happy with what Trump is saying. This all-out attack can be seen in various ways. What the United States could choose to do is target the energy infrastructure of Iran. It can knock out the power plants, and it could sit back. Now, that would be the absolute worst case for the Iranian people, create a huge humanitarian crisis for an already 60-70% of the population who's under the poverty line. And that would absolutely cripple the IRGC. A lot of collateral damage. Option 2, land invasion, seize the south of Iran, take the ports, cut the supply lines. The IRGC can't reinforce. The IRGC can't get supplies into the country. Largely the same effect here, where they suffocate economically. Now, the blockade is already doing that to a large extent. So land invasion with troops in the south, not a super high priority. Option 3, kill IRGC leadership. Take them out. Cause chaos within. You see that Ghalibaf at the moment, we've talked about him for months now, has pulled the Islamic Republic together to some extent. Take him out. Collapse the structure that he's built. Cause chaos within the ranks of the Islamic Republic until someone, which doesn't exist, might come forward and try to negotiate. And then that in itself would create so much more division. So that's another option. 4, recognize Prince Reza Pahlavi, government in exile, support him and his support the Iranian people, and recognize Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi as the leader of this movement. Arm the Iranian people, etc., etc. Are there any other options that you have? Oh, right. Option number 5, the one that people want to perhaps see the most, is the 5x5. So 5 days, $5 billion, drop every single munition you possibly have on every forehead of the IRGC you can find, and destroy them completely and utterly so that people can rise up. This would checkpoints, police stations, IRGC bases, armories, etc. Is there any option in addition to that, or anything that you think in particular?
I think the emphasis, all of that is good, but the emphasis should be on arming the Iranian people under the leadership of Princess Pahlavi with coordination with his team. If I wanted to add to it, I would say get some oil tankers of the Islamic Republic, sell it in the free market, get the money to the, get the Iranian people to sell it in the free market, give it to the Iranian people, and get the revenue for them to pay the Americans for air support and the Ukrainians for drones and training, and get Prince Reza Pahlavi and his team and Mossad and the Americans involved in the vetting, training, arming, and get all southern Iran away from the Islamic Republic after you first wipe out. This is important. The first thing needs to be wiping out the entire leadership. Israelis could do that because you don't want to have that army go up while the Islamic Republic is shooting missiles left and right. You need to basically make sure that there is no decision-making ability by the Islamic Republic by killing everybody that could even has the potential of making a decision. Israelis are good at that, so just unleash them upon them. Also, one thing that is important is that when you're taking out the leadership, it's very important to not just take out the leadership in Tehran and in Bandar Abbas, because remember, most IRGC leaders are in Tehran, but the Bandar Abbas has a Navy IRGC leaders. But on top of Tehran and Bandar Abbas, the 32 regional commanders of IRGC need to also be taken out. So there is the mosaic structure of Jafari would not be able to make it so that they could continue to operate even with that central command.
And the IRGC response or strategy is pretty much, I would think, three-pronged. They're going to wait for three things. One is the region in the Middle East going to run out of missile interceptors. Two, are the Republicans going to lose the midterms? Or three, is the oil reserves of the United States going to run out or get dangerously low, which it is approaching that. It's the lowest it's been in 40 years. What other option do they have other than dragging this out, trying to wait? Is there any agency that they have here?
Who the agency there?
The Islamic Republic.
Yeah, so here are the things they could do, the list of things they could do. The main thing that they have right now is the fact that oil infrastructure and water desalination plants across the Middle East are sitting there, and they are very vulnerable, and there is not enough defense system out there to be able to protect them. That's a card that they have that they don't really want to play, because that if you play that card fully, the whole world will come against you, right? Like you will create such global unity to come and remove you. But you do want to remind people, if you're the Islamic Republic, that you do have that card by sometimes hitting some oil infrastructure, right? That's why they did it in Saudi Arabia, right? The other card that they have is that their understanding is two main limitations by United States. Strategic oil reserves being dangerously low, but munition stockpiles being dangerously low. So one thing you could do is that you could keep shooting missiles at American bases, not because you think it will hit, but because you know Americans have to use it and use the THAAD and Patriot system, and they don't want to use it because it's not just the Islamic Republic that they have to deal with. The United States needs to always worry about, if they get too low, what if something else happens somewhere around the world and they don't have enough munitions to deal with that. Some people say you don't need to worry about that because China is not going to get involved in any wars anytime soon. Their economic situation and their military readiness is not at a level that they would want to do anything. Neither is Russia. Russia has a lot of problems already to deal with economically, and Ukraine is on them. You know, they have a bigger problem to deal with right now. That is true. Like, the chances of them getting involved might be low, but you don't want to take that risk, right? Like, if you're in the United States, you don't want to just be exposed to other countries wanting to try their luck with you just because you don't have enough defense munitions. Again, you could blame. Amu Jeff always reminds us that you could blame Biden for all of this, because he's the one who he slowed down the production of missile interceptors for us to even be in this situation.
Absolutely. So I think that card is the next card that the Islamic Republic is going to play. I think what we can see is that the Islamic Republic is going to ramp up its attacks on the energy infrastructure of the Persian Gulf countries, so Bahrain, Kuwait, UAE, etc. And it's been doing that. So it hit Kuwait, it hit 2 power plants and desalination plants in Kuwait, knocking a part of them out of service. And we covered that for you guys over the past few weeks. And we didn't really see a large response to that. So Kuwait and Bahrain, while they did join in on the attacks and give the U.S. full blessings, we haven't really seen too, large of a response for something that these countries have said is their red line. We haven't seen a significant response for the American casualties. We haven't, we're also running out of time because of oil. We're running out of time because in the future there's going to be a war with China, etc. So this thing can't really, if I'm planning for ahead, which is what Dan Kane is doing, it makes more sense for me to be hesitant to use my missile interceptors. Brad Cooper's job is to get rid of the Islamic Republic. That's his job. And so he would want to use these missile interceptors. He wants to go all out and destroy them. And his boss, Dan Kane, is the one saying, hold up a minute. What if China? What if this? What if that? And we have to see at the end of the day, is the president of the United States going to listen to the commander of CENTCOM or his leading general of the military? That question is largely to be seen, but as of now, another mainstream media source is joining in on reporting on the strikes, potentially on Iran this weekend, including the nuclear and energy. CNN has now joined in and is pushing this. Looks like the mainstream media are picking this up one by one here. The Islamic Republic has released a statement. The National Security and Defense Council has released this, what looks to be like a child's signature at the top. Actually, not quite sure what that is. Is that? It's not Mujtaba's signature, but it really looks like it.
That's that's Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
It just looks terrible. Anyway, yep. I mean, it does. Look at this. Does anyone not think that looks like a child's handwriting?
That means in the name of God, the merciful, that's what it is.
Well, yeah, looks like it to me.
I always have a hard time finishing these. I don't know why. I say it's Muhammad sallallahu alayhi and there was Bismillahir Rahmanir. I don't know why I can't finish these.
So this is by Mohammed Bagher Zulqadr.
Oh, Zulqadr. That's a big IRGC commander. He's on the bingo sheet.
He's saying the continuation of the blockade here is going to mean very bad things for the United States. Very bad. He didn't say what.
Very bad.
But he's saying very bad things will happen to the United States if you continue blockading this. I mean, why would they, I thought they didn't care about American boats and ships and, blockades and all that. So why is he making this statement? Is it hurting them?
No, he's just doing it for, fucks and giggles. And look at this, like they framed it in a red, like it's not just like a tweet or something, right? They made it like a red, with the golden Allah, Islamic Republic, Allah symbol at the top. It's like, dude, it's just a statement. It's a goddamn tweet. Why are you going to?
There's nothing of substance in it either.
Yeah, you're going to frame it and put it on the wall. What is this crap? Like, okay, dude. By the way, guys, that the Telegram logo on there, whoever posted this, put their Telegram there, but it kind of makes it look like Zulqad also drew a Shahed drone. And like, yeah, this is
the Telegram. Yeah.
It's like a Telegram logo is like a Shahed drone.
Oh, that's true.
Yes. Or a paper.
Yeah, maybe
plane.
they should change that at this point. Actually, it's like a paper plane, but I mean, it really does look like a Shahed drone. And speaking of these idiots in charge of the Islamic Republic, one of the IRGC commanders went to Iraq. He went to Iraq and he started saying, so it's this guy right here. Let me just pull this up for you guys. Actually,
Wait, guys, Ali is beating me in Super Chats. He's ahead of me. Help me out here, guys. He's winning. Did you win? How many do you have? Oh my God, guys, we're at 4. Ali's gonna hit the confetti before me. No.
Yes.
I'm only at 4. Ali is at 8. We're behind.
Remember, from now on, we're keeping track.
We're gonna keep score. Okay.
What was I saying? Oh, right. So this guy, ladies and gentlemen, who looks a little, let's just say he fits the job here, is saying, we will not postpone retribution and vengeance until the Mahdi's reappearance. Who's the Mahdi?
Mahdi was this kid that fell down a well twice. So he's not very smart.
What ended up happening to him after he fell down the well? Like, what did people say about him?
Okay, he fell down a well once. They took him out. He fell down a well when he was a baby, as a kid, like 40, I don't know,
Okay.
4-year-olds, 10-year-old, and then he went missing for the past 1,200 years. And he's
Okay.
going to come back and save the world and make the whole world Islamic. And I kid you not, when he shits, the ground opens mouth and takes the shit in so that it's not impure.
Wait, so you're saying that this 10-year-old kid who fell down a well over 1,000 years ago ended up becoming the leader of Shia Islam? That's what they believe in?
Yes, he's the leader.
Gotcha.
He's the head of state. In Iran right now, not the supreme leader.
So you're wait, so like in the Constitution of the Islamic Republic, it states that this
Yes.
10-year-old boy from
Yeah.
1,000 years ago. Okay.
Well, he's
got it.
1,200 now. He's not 10 years anymore. He's 1,200
Right.
years old. But yes, so he is in like a lot of people think, according to the Constitution of the Islamic Republic, the head of state is the supreme leader. It's not. It's the Mahdi. The supreme leader is ruling as a proxy.
That's just so strange. I mean, it kind of makes sense
Yes.
to me now that, these people are so backwards. By the
Yes.
way, I hit 10. I'm just saying. I think today belongs to me.
No! Oh my God, guys, why? We're only at 5.
Let
Ali,
me pull up my
okay, so
note app
score
right here.
1 for Ali. So we should
1-0.
keep score, guys. So we'll recover. We'll recover. So Ali, today is Ali 1.
1-0.
and Armin 0. So just remember that. No. Okay.
Heck yeah.
So Ali,
So-
Ali won today. We'll
this
make
guy-
the comeback tomorrow.
So this guy, Hossein Yekta, he's a IRGC's commander, and he just went to Iraq, and he's basically going pretty much against what Ghalibaf is saying. Ghalibaf's saying, all right, guys, listen, we want revenge, but like later, not right now. Okay, we got bigger things to deal with than revenge for all of this. And this guy just came out. He doesn't look too smart. I mean, not gonna say anything here. I'm just gonna say he doesn't look too smart, and he is going against him there. So
Can I say something else before you play this? Okay, so there's
there's no video. That's just it.
Oh, okay. I have 3 videos from inside Iran that you might find interesting, by the way.
Sweet.
So Raifipur, I think you guys know Raif, right? He says that in Saudi Arabia, in Mecca, around the Kaaba, there are snipers, Saudi snipers. Ali, pay attention to this. This is important, okay? There are snipers aiming at the Kaaba 24/7 because they know that the Mahdi will come back, and the understanding is that the Mahdi's return will be in Kaaba. He will be in Kaaba. So that's why in the, what is it called? Is it the minaret? What is that long, tall buildings where they called as, the long, tall buildings?
Yeah, you said it. Yeah, turrets, minaret, yeah.
Minarets, right? In those minarets, they have snipers always aiming at the Kaaba, waiting for the return of the Mahdi. So the Sunnis or the Zionists, the Saudi Zionists, will take out the Mahdi as soon as he shows up. They believe that, like, their snipers always there in the Kaaba, waiting to see who's the Mahdi. That's what they believe. Because the whole world is afraid. Like the Americans, the Israelis, the Saudis, they know the Mahdi is coming, and they're trying to prepare for his return. And I kid you not, guys, this Raifipur guy in Iran, what he says is that movies like X-Men and Kung Fu Panda are training Americans to see the Mahdi as evil. Right, so like in X-Men, the evil characters are basically very resembling what the Shias say about the Mahdi and making him look like it's evil. So the American mind is prepared for the Mahdi comes back to see it as evil.
Oh, okay. That's why I hate Shia Islam so much. That's why I hate Islam. It's because I kid you not, I watched Kung Fu Panda 1 and 2, probably a combined amount of like
You've been
700
brainwashed.
times. Yeah, 700
You've been-
times. So
You've been brainwashed.
I'm
That's
brainwashed.
why you hate Shia Islam. That's
Oh,
why you hate
God.
Shia Islam so much. Did you actually watch Kung Fu Panda a lot?
Yeah, so actually when I lived in Iran, we didn't have Wi-Fi, so we had to like buy CDs in those little stores that sold the little CDs, and then we put them in a portable DVD player. And my favorite was Kung Fu Panda and How to Train Your Dragon. So I would just watch them on a repeat, and I would play with little Legos when I was a kid. That's like my entire that was my childhood. So
Like, I kid you not, he would play on Islamic Republic State TV. He would play Kung Fu Panda and X-Men and we're like, see, that goes into our hadith regarding the Mahdi being this and this. Like this character in Kung Fu Panda, this goes to that. This goes like, oh my, like he connects everything to everything. It's crazy. This was on Islamic Republic State TV and Raifipur was on there. I made a whole show about this.
So, like, when Poe opens up the dragon scroll and sees nothing in it but himself, a reflection, I'm kind of wondering, are they like, oh my God, see, the Zionists only see themselves as important or something like that, but we give our lives for Allah?
No, I mean, I don't know. He's a lot more subtle about it.
I wish I
He
like
makes it seem
attended.
like-
I wish I watched his programs so I could kind of see it.
It's
I
online.
think at one point we gotta take a look at that. We gotta get some clips from it.
It's all online.
And I think at some point we definitely have to take a look. So let me double check here the breaking news and see if there's anything new.
Oh, I got
All right.
confetti. Guys, yay, we made it.
Let's
I know
go.
we're a bit late. We're behind Ali. It's okay. Tomorrow we will win this, but thank you for the confetti.
Okay, so what we're looking at right now is that there's now 14 air refueling tankers over the Middle East. We had 7 just an hour ago, so there's 14 now, which is actually unusually high. That's an indicator. Could be an indicator of something to happen. Again, we're approaching 2 a.m. here. Actually, no, it is 2 a.m. in Iran. So it's not unheard of for strikes to be this late, but who knows? As early as this weekend. So if it's not today, it would have to be tomorrow, right? So, man, I feel like we've been waiting for this for so long. Everything's in place. It's really just, as I've been saying for about a week, it's on the president's desk. They even met about it so he could discuss it further. Looks like it's still on his desk. This looks like he's he probably has given some sort of decision here. We just don't know what it is. So the Islamic Republic is ready. The United States is ready. We actually pretty much largely know what the Islamic Republic is going to do from now on. They're going to target the energy infrastructure even more. I just don't see any other way for the U.S. to... There's no way around this. The only way is through. There is no other way. You're going to keep on expending missile interceptors. Your oil reserve is going to continue to lower, to decrease. I see no way but through.
Yeah.
Let's show you guys.
For all of it, the solution for all the problems is one thing, right? Everything will be fixed.
Isn't it? There's so many problems in the world that would go away with the
Strait of Hormuz, Bubble Mandab, now Suez apparently as well. The enriched uranium, Hashd Shabi, Kataib Hezbollah, Houthis, the Fatimiyun, Zainabiyon, Hamas, Hezbollah, Shahed drones going to Russia, oil markets, the Abrahamic Accord will not be needed anymore. We're going to have the Cyrus Accord instead. Peace in the Middle East, stability, prosperity, opportunity for investment, crazy giant migrations coming to the rest of the world because stability in the Middle East, it will be more stable in the Middle East. Oh yes, we're going to free up the resources of the United States and the Middle East to be able to focus on the CCP. Yeah, and those are only the things that come up on my mind in the past, those are just the things that come up to my mind. But there's so much more, so much more.
Yeah, terrorism in the Middle East is gone. China
not
and Russia
gone,
get
but like
weaker?
but weakened to the point that is like extremely
Manageable.
more manageable than it. Yes, yeah.
China and Russia
Israel.
weaken further.
Yes.
The United States can pull its troops out of the Middle East and bring them into the Pacific.
Trillions of dollars saved by the American taxpayer, lives saved, millions of people's lives saved in Iran, hundreds of thousands of lives saved in the Middle East, including Israel. Many American lives will be saved as well.
Yeah.
And more importantly, well, not I'm gonna kind of very importantly, Ali gets to go to Iran.
Yeah. I get to make videos for you guys from Iran.
Guys, Ali's dream is Ali is doing everything he's doing so that he could one day go back to Iran. That is his motivation.
That's why most everyone is doing this. In fact. Okay, let's take a quick little detour to Ukraine.
Yes, you're saying, Armin, will you go visit your dad? Of course.
Yeah.
In fact, how about you guys come to my I go visit my dad and you guys show up as well. We go for lunch or something at my dad's house. My dad has a nice place, so we go there.
Let's do it. So, guys, shall we take
You're all
a look
invited.
at... Let's do it.
You know what? I should talk to my dad. But yes, Leo, you're invited. Ali's invited.
Sweet. Guys, quick little detour into Ukraine. I have two things to show you guys. This is going to be the casualty numbers of the Russians according to President Zelensky. And then I'm going to show you a really cool drone clip. Really cool one. Okay, let's take a look at what Zelensky says.
Do you know how many Russians have been killed in this war? Do you have an estimate?
Yeah. So their losses, 1,600,000 losses, and about 700,000 killed.
There you go. President Zelensky. For those of you who couldn't hear him, the audio might have been a bit low. We can't turn it up, sorry. The guy asks him, what's the casualties? How many Russians have been lost during this war? He says, 1,600,000 casualties, 700,000 deaths over 4 years. That's pretty much just as bloody as the Iran-Iraq war in terms of the rate at which people die.
Yeah. In half the time.
Yeah, in half the time. It's insane. That's the bloodiest war of the 2000s, of this century so far.
And it's not over.
Here is, no, it's not over, but it looks like, this is why you watch us, it looks like it might be drawing to a close soon. We saw some diplomatic efforts, and actually Witkoff and Kushner right now are headed to Kiev to start a round of negotiations between the Russians and the Ukrainians. Zelensky himself said, hey, I'm ready. I'm ready to end this thing. It looks like Lavrov gave his, ceasefire terms to Rubio, which is why Zelensky came to the White House. So some things are being progressed on that front. This is a clip of a Ukrainian drone. And by drone, I mean not a flying one. This is a drone with wheels, with tracks here. And what you're about to see is that it's going to be targeted by I think this is either a test or this is a real life scenario. It's about to be targeted by a flying drone to come in and blow it up. Let's see how it defends itself. Cut the audio there.
Oh, I like
So
the audio.
this-
But it's the copyrighted.
Yeah, it might be. So this is the drone has two cameras, one on the
Oh,
back and one on
God.
the front. It actually managed to completely dodge the drone. You can see in the rear view
Wow.
camera, it saw it coming.
Wait,
And it
so
goes
this thing
straight
is-
back on track.
Wait, so the thing, which one is Russian? Which one is Ukrainian?
Ukrainian is the wheel one, is the one on the ground.
Wait, how did it manage to dodge a flying drone. Isn't the flying drone more mobile?
Yeah, it is.
That's pretty. Can I?
So
Oh my God,
let's watch it again.
That's pretty impressive. That thing is flying. I'm on the ground. I can dodge a flying object. That's crazy.
Apparently so.
It's robot wars. Are these like
so?
Pretty
yep.
soon, this is all going to be automated. By the way, right
And it
now
goes
this
straight
is
back to the
right,
path.
right now this is right now this is manual, right? How
Yeah,
did it
this
even
is an
see
operator.
it coming? How did it see it coming? Did it have it? Does it have a camera behind it looking back?
It does. There's a rear view
yeah, it has a rear
camera,
camera.
and you can see the drone right.
Wow.
there.
Okay, whoever is like operating that thing is pretty impressive. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah. So when I saw this, I was thinking that it might be more of a test, but it did look like the drone was coming at a pretty high speed. It was actually trying to blow up, this. Like it was an actual real experiment. It's not just the first show.
Okay.
And that operator, given the fact though that the operator knew that this is a test potentially and knew that the drone was coming, was on the lookout for it. If this is a test, okay, it's still impressive, but not crazy. But if this is a real life scenario, they got the recording from this, I'm going to say hats off to you. That's awesome. Awesome.
So is all of this recording being fed into AI, and eventually AI will figure out how
Correct.
to do this automatically itself, right? Probably.
Correct. So
there
all
will
of the
be nobody
data,
operating. Okay. Yeah, go on. I have something to say about this.
So AI feeds, or at least the current version of AI, LLMs feed off of data. The more data you give it, the better it is. Ukrainians have years of data with drones. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is why I think United States is going to win every single war, even in short term in the future. Like you think United States is a superpower? You think United States is a superpower now? You haven't seen anything yet. The reason why I think this, Ali, let me explain to you why I think this, okay? Because everything that has a human operator at some point is going to have AI operating it, right? And building the best hardware is going to end up being cheap because of AI and robotics. The competition is not going to be in hardware, right? The competition is not going to be in AI models, because whatever the best AI model is, everything else will catch up immediately because it could copy it. So it's not going to be the hardware. It's not going to be the AI model. The AI models, the superior ones, will be, everything else will be really close to it, right? It's not going to be the chips, because of so many resources, reverse engineering the performance of the best chips is going to be easy to do, right? If it's not the AI model, if it's not the chips, okay, if it's not the hardware that the AI is maneuvering, and it's going to be which AI is going to make the best decisions in the shortest amount of time. And given that is going to be who's going to be able to feed more energy into the servers, into the data centers, right? So it's not good. You could have is who has access to more energy. Everything else is solvable. Everything else is solvable. Like getting the best hardware, getting the best chips, getting the highest number of processing power, right? Processors, I mean. But what you feed into it is who has more energy to run more data centers, right? And from that perspective, the US will have the upper hand. Who has more capital? Okay, so all the other stuff, even if that's a limiting factor, even if like who has the best hardware, who has the most amount of chips and bigger data centers, that's all a question of capital. Who has more capital, right? Who has more capital? Who has more energy? And US, you can't, like, when it comes to capital, you cannot compete. There's three things that United States has that makes them dominate this area: more energy, more capital, and more liberty, which means more competition. Everything is more competitive. There's an entrepreneur model. There's a competitive model. It's capitalism, right? So you have capitalism, you have competition, more capital, and more energy. That's why I think every war, when your drone meets my drone, your AI powered drone, your AI meets my AI drone, it's about who makes which drone, which robot will make the best decision in the shortest amount of time. And I have more data centers with more energy feeding my drone than yours.
Correct. So if you want to win the AI race and you need energy, let's get the show on the road. Let's turn into Iran.
This is why you need. This is why you need. Yes, exactly, Ali. This is why Iran is so important. This is why you need Venezuela in the sphere of influence of the United States. This is why you need Iraq. This is why toppling Saddam was the right idea. This is why toppling Saddam is now paying off. You need Iraq in the sphere of influence of the United States. If Saddam was not toppled, it wouldn't be. That's an oil-rich country. This is why you also need Iran as an ally of United States. Guys, this is why liberating Venezuela, Iraq, and Iran, it's not about Venezuela. It's not just about Venezuela, Iraq, and Iran. It's about defending civilization. It's about winning, the people on the side of liberty winning against the people on the side of tyranny. Globally, this is a civilizational battle. This is not about just the Middle East. This is a battle of civilizations. One side is on the side of liberty, the other side is on the side of tyranny. That's why you need to win this war now against the Islamic Republic.
Oh man, to give you guys perspective, the Islamic Republic tried to build a nuclear power plant, and it was scheduled to, I think it was like about to give 14 megawatts of power. They spent 50 years. So it started in the Shah's time, then the Islamic Republic couldn't finish it. To this day, it's still not finished. And when it will be finished, it'll give you 1,000 megawatts. So, you know, just for energy's sake, I think the Islamic Republic is it's not really efficient at their job here. Got to get rid of them. I'm just saying, if I was an alien, I would, I would kick out the inefficient people here. Okay, nothing really crazy in the breaking news here. It's actually unusually silent for the past 48 hours. I haven't seen anything.
That might be a good sign. Sometimes that's a good sign. Let's go to our super chats.
Let's do it. We're gonna be keeping an eye here.
Oh, wait.
On...
I have 3 videos. I forgot to show you
nice.
this.
Sweet.
Yes, guys. Before we go to super chats, let me show you my 3 videos. Okay, so let's do this one first. Okay, so guys, let me tell you what's happening here, guys. So these people want to destroy Israel and United States, but they can't. They haven't done that. So they're just pretending. They're pretending like they have destroyed Israel, right? So they're coming into the streets and people are pretending to be news anchors and announcing the fall of Israel and United States and stuff like that. Like just practicing for the day that happens. I kid you not, right? So everybody is going to give, this is the Durka jihadi Islamic anti-Israeli and anti-Americans in Iran. And everybody is giving their best news anchor voice for the day that Israel is destroyed. So, okay, look at this. So, dear viewers, pay attention. Our dear viewers, pay attention. Guys, these are just average people in this. Well, not average people, the jihadi ones. So, like, with God's might, Israel has been destroyed. Like, they're like practicing for that day that's actually announced. And like, everybody say Allahu Akbar. So she's like, dear viewers of the show. You're like, please pay attention. Everybody pay attention. The White House has collapsed. The White House has been wiped out, destroyed. Allahu Akbar. Say this. And these people are just, this is mental masturbation. They're just like, because it can't happen, they're just imagining it, right? And now everyone says, Allahu Akbar. Dear listeners, please pay attention. Again, please, listeners, our dear listeners, pay attention. Jerusalem has been liberated. This is so much coping. Oh, this guy's putting so much energy into it. Like, oh, our dear listeners, dear listeners. Pay attention. This Friday, we will have our Friday prayers in Jerusalem. Allah. Anyways, this person is making fun of them. So that's one video I wanted to show you.
Allah.
This is so much coping. All right. So here's another one. Guys, you know how some, Shias, they have the Quran and then you kiss it and you go under it as a way to get blessings from it. Sunnis hate that stuff. The Sunnis hate that stuff. They think like you're worshiping your items, right? But the Shias, they have that, right? So now they're doing that apparently with the turban of Khamenei. I mean, they're claiming this is Ali Khamenei's turban, and people are going under it as if like it's a Quran or something.
إنسان معطولة في نطاق الجهل لا تتأمل منا أن يكون إنسان نموذجي. أنت ما تقدر تعتبر الإنسان إنسان ما له يحصل له على نصيب من العلم.
So look, they're going under it to get blessed by it, but I don't even think that's actually his turban. But they're claiming it's his turban, and people are going under it for blessing. So that's the second video. And this a third video, by the way, guys, the audio here is quite annoying, but it's okay because some Iranians are making fun of this. So, it's Arabic, like people are going for pilgrimage right now. It's pilgrimage season in Iran. So there's people, for the Shia-minded people, they need to leave Iran to go to Iraq for pilgrimage and then come back. And, we always claim that a lot of the people go there for free food. And people are like, yeah, you're lying. But these years, you know how people do like Instagram photos when they're eating stuff, right? So now the Shia Jihadi Durka people also do food posts of their pilgrimage. So we're like, Iranian people are like gathering all of the food posting of the people on pilgrimage because these the food is given to them for free. So like, okay, like we were right all this time. You guys are going there for free food. Look at this. You know what? I'm gonna mute the audio because the audio is quite. Should I mute the audio or should you want to hear the audio? Okay, mute it. Ali doesn't like it, so I'm gonna keep it then. All right, so this is like again.
Ew.
I know Ali hates it, so I did that. I didn't mute. Sorry. This is what you get for winning the super chat war.
Oh.
So they were just gathering like all the videos people are posting of the free food over there. So like, yeah, you guys are this is why you have high participation in these Shia gatherings. Is because of the food.
All right.
Are you okay, Ali? Ali is not that.
Yeah, I think so.
That was like 20 seconds, but it was torture for Ali. Yeah.
We got this.
Now I know what to do if I lose the super chat war. I'm gonna bring something.
Oh no. Guys, we gotta get some we gotta get some super chats.
This is what you get if I lose the super chat war. There you go.
I gotta look for some position videos soon.
Oh no. Okay.
So guys, just wanted to point one thing out before we get into the super chats, is that we are seeing, in my opinion, some false leaks to the mainstream media about the strikes to keep the Islamic Republic guessing about the timing of them. I think they still will happen, is my position here. So with that, and we're still keeping an eye on things here. So again, just quick expectation. the United States will at some point strike the Islamic Republic, and in response, the Islamic Republic is going to try and strike the energy infrastructure of the Middle East. So oil prices up, instability up, progress up. So we're looking at soon. And with that, our first member of the day is Hamed Jafari. Welcome on board. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
And Nail Bunny saying Trump always has Rubio and Hegseth on either side, like Bodhisattva's Rubio/Hegseth 2028.
Ooh, I like the
I
sound
didn't
of
think about
that.
that. Why didn't I think
I
about
like
that?
the sound of that. I might. Oh my god.
Depending on how this all goes, I think I know who I'm voting for. Thank you, Nail Bunny, for the super chat. And Shauna, thank you for the super chat saying Italy cut off open borders with Spain. I hope this ends the EU and the UN.
You know,
Yeah.
Nail Bunny was talking about that earlier today. That's a bigger deal than most people realize.
Yeah.
That actually is happening.
Yeah, you're right. Meloni, the prime minister of Italy, came out and said, yeah, no, we don't like what we're seeing in Spain right now. Bye-bye, Spain. We're out. Oof. Okay. Things are kicking off. And they deserve it. I mean, what? Anyway. Thank you, Shauna. And Ehef saying the Spain footage is devastating for the midterms. It completely flipped 7 of my coworkers to GOP.
Ooh, nice. But what is devastating for
the
Democrats?
The Democrats, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the Democrats. That's great.
That's good. Hopefully, it will wake more people up in Spain to also turn against their communist prime minister.
Ooh, I have a piece of news for you guys. Okay, so yeah, if Trump believes that he has a projection to win the midterms, if he has that information that he's going to win, I mean, why would you need to wait for the midterms anyway? If enough people support this strike and war, then does it really matter if you do it now or later? Thank you, Ehef. And it looks like Farce News has come out and given a list. So Farce News is Islamic Republic state media, IRGC affiliated in Iran, said, here's a list. If you attack us, the region will burn and fire. And they gave a list of Saudi Arabian, Emirati, Qatari, Kuwaiti, Bahraini, and Israeli gas fields. Oh, wow. You know, I was expecting all the Persian Gulf Arab countries to be included, but they included some Israeli gas fields, Tamar and Leviathan gas fields in Israel. That seems a little bit zart to me. Like I'm going to call bullcrap on that one. I don't think they're going to do jack to the Israelis. And our next super chat here is from Crane of Financial Literacy saying, the USA has no choice but to complete the job. Yeah, no way but through. Really, just what else are we going to do? The Islamic Republic has to go.
The world has no choice. The world has no choice.
Yeah. And thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Navy Mom, for the jewels.
400 jewels.
And yeah.
Yes, Nail Bunny always has my back.
And Nail Bunny with the gifted 5 Liberty Politics memberships. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nail Bunny.
Who's also said, Mushtaba is mostly dead, which means he's slightly alive. If he's all dead, go through his robes and look for loose change. I'm paraphrasing.
This reminds me of like looting people after you kill them in a video game.
In a video game, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what, that's got to be some legendary loot there. Thank you for the super chat, Nail Bunny.
Thank you.
And Nechma with the 10 Liberty Politics memberships. Thank you very much. Very generous.
Nechama.
Thank you very much. And Nail Bunny with another super chat. Thank you very much. Saying, Oh, what was that?
Wait. Before you read that, she's clarifying this. The Princess Bride. No one got it. Okay, so it's a reference to Princess Bride. I don't know Princess Bride. Do you guys know Princess Bride?
I don't know what that is.
Yes.
Huh.
Okay. But go. Yeah. Okay. Here, this one.
And Nail Bunny saying most people don't remember a world without global Islamic terrorism. They went all over the world when the Shah left Iran. Yeah.
Most people
We're still
don't
there.
remember a war. Yes. Yeah. People think this is how it is, guys. You didn't used to be like this. You know, the Shah was the security guarantor of the region, not just Iran, but the region. You didn't used to be like this.
Yeah, absolutely. It was just in the region. Now it's everywhere. Thank you, Nail Bunny. And Carrie Meadows saying, Ali for the win. Oof, yeah. Oof. Yeah, I'm just. Thank you both for all you do. Javid Shah.
We'll
Thank you.
We'll show Ali. Guys, tomorrow we will win. Tomorrow
1-0.
We'll recover. But tomorrow we will have a comeback. Tomorrow it will be 1-1.
Hopefully. And guys, please remember to subscribe to both of our channels because it looks like things are about to kick off any second. And once we go live, if things go off, right, things kick off, I will be live within 30 minutes. As soon as I get, as soon as I gather that
a
information
guarantee?
and present it, that is always a guarantee. Yeah, I will always be live within 30 minutes of something happening, unless I'm asleep. I guess then that would be kind of hard. But hey,
oh yeah,
I don't sleep that much anymore, so we'll see.
You should have people all across the world to call you or something.
True.
Wake you up.
True.
You don't sleep that much anymore? That's not good. You should fix that.
I know. I really should.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carrie Meadows. Really appreciate that.
Thank you.
And Fleshy Interloper is saying, take out top leadership of Agtish.
Yes. Yes, top
They are
leadership
pretty much
of
IRGC.
They're pretty much IRGC. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Great idea.
Good call.
And people are saying, what's the name of your other channel? My channel name is just Ali Samani. It's just.
I will put the link
Okay.
to Ali's channel in the chat. This is the channel that you should not be subscribing to. I'm only highlighting it on the screen right now, so you know which channel not to subscribe to. And I will also put the channel, my channel, in Ali's in Ali's chat, and that is the channel. That is the channel that you should be subscribing to, Liberty Politics.
I think you guys know, you know.
Yes. And all the people who betrayed me and are on Ali's side, the door is still open, but I will shut it soon if you don't come back.
I think they made their choice, right, guys?
Oh, wow.
I mean, clearly they don't want to be intellectually challenged. Not as in the verb, but as in the noun.
Yes.
Thank you, Fleshy. And
Oh,
BT,
Fine Stars is still here. Thank you.
Sweet. And BT said,
Yes,
5
BT will
stars.
always be not BT. No, just me.
Wait, but look at that. Member for 2 months. Guess whose channel has been up for 2 months?
Wait, no, BT is saying that over
She's
here.
messaging it.
No,
No, she's messaging
no
it on my
BT's
channel.
here. BT is here. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think
she's
that came
keeping
on my
going back
channel.
and forth.
So I'm just saying.
Sure, we'll see. No, too.
Thank you,
BT's
BT.
here. BT's always here.
And a quick update for you guys here. It looks like in Iraq, in Baghdad, there are joint checkpoints and major security forces being deployed near the home of President Ali al-Zaidi for unknown reasons. So it looks like maybe some of these militias are going to be targeting him from now on. Caught wind of it. Oh, quick update on that front. So, guys, I forgot to tell you, but in Erbil, which is northern Iraq, the United States is pulling its forces out of that city. They evacuated their Patriot missile interceptors and have been evacuating their forces from northern Iraq. Where are they going? I'm not so sure as of now, but that's been going on over the past 24 hours. So interesting points here. The Kurdish separatists are left on their own now. Our next super chat is from Shauna and says, America is already building recycling plants for energy, and America could use national security to force drilling.
Yes. And nuclear. America should go like everybody, like nuclear. Make fossil fuels irrelevant. Nuclear.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be weird. Surprising how many powers you can get when there's a war going on. Thank you, Shauna. And Carrie Meadows became a YouTube member. Welcome on board. Thank you for joining.
Welcome. Thank you.
This guy gave 10 joules. Thank you very much.
Thank you, this guy.
That was his actual username. And Fizz Engicist says, thanks for the Armin and Ali Tola analysis. Okay.
Ali's so allergic.
Yeah. Okay, no, it's okay.
Guys, you know, this level of allergy to Islam, do you see this level of it in any group of people than, you know, compared to Iranians? Like this guts, this disgust whenever Islamic stuff are shown or heard or associated with you, this negative gut reaction. Like honestly, no population on earth has this level of allergy to Islam more than the Iranian people.
Doctor, I need a cure.
Yes. No, you don't need a cure. Islam, you need to get rid of the, you know, you're fine. This is actually a good allergy to have.
Yeah.
The cure is getting rid of Islam.
Thank you, Physendricist. And Kayvon Shah saying, I always ask who the hell is Rahman and Rahim?
Ooh.
I don't know.
You know, there's a Rahman and Rahim. These are names of Allah, and basically.
Oh, Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Okay, I see.
Yes.
I see.
But you know, actually, Kevin, I know that's a joke, but there is a big story behind that you might be actually. That question is actually meaningful, but I'm not going to get into it.
Armin, can we just take a second and tell people something in particular about Islam? Armin, for those people in the West who grew up Muslim and allow their daughters to go to universities and allow their wives to wear whatever they want, don't cover up with hijab, I'm going to ask you something so people can, is this, if you took them back into like, you know, a really hardcore Islamic country, would the sentencing for a Muslim who grew up in the West, lets his wife whatever he wants, his daughter goes to university, you know, he might drink a little bit, this and that, but still calls himself Muslim. What's the sentencing like for that person versus a sentencing for someone who was never a Muslim to begin with?
So are you talking about Islam as a whole or specific as like Islamic teachings in the Quran and Hadith? Like what is it based on that?
Like a punishment. What's the punishment for a kafir? And
is this person? Is this person? Oh, okay. Is this person says that he's a Muslim?
Yeah, he thinks he's a Muslim, right? He says he's a Muslim.
Okay, so there would be three categories, right? So people who say they're Muslim and they're not following Islam, their punishment would be severe compared to other, very severe, but compared to people who are Christian and Jews. Because if you're Christian and Jew, then you're Ahlul Kitab and you're allowed not to follow Islamic rules. As long as you accept your position as a dhimmi, as a second-class citizen in society, and pay jizya and be humble next to other Muslims, you know, as a second-class citizen, right? However, if you are not Muslim or Jew, you're supposed to die Islamically. So We have 4 categories of people: Muslims who are following Islam, well, they're good. Muslims who are not following Islam, they should be punished. Christians and Jews who are not following Islam, they're allowed not to follow Islam as long as they submit themselves and are humiliated. They allow themselves to get humiliated as second-class citizens, and they pay their jizya. And then 4th are people who are neither Muslim, Christian, nor Jews. They need to die. They need to convert to Islam or die, according to Islam. Again, not according to me, YouTube, according to Islam.
Right.
So 4 categories.
So Islam punishes these so-called Muslims harder, right? They punish them severely.
Yeah, because if they say they're Muslim, they're supposed to follow the rules, and if they're not, there's a punishment for it.
So, guys, basically what I'm trying to say is, for those of us living in the West and we see Muslims, when you see, like, if you see his wife, if Muslim's wife, and the wife is just, you know, not wearing hijab, wearing whatever he wants, to Muslims in the Middle East, that is like a big no-no. That is like, they're going to be like, that guy's not even Muslim.
To Islam, that's a big no-no. Muslims depends on.
Sorry.
Yes.
You're right. To Islam, that guy's not a Muslim. He can call himself one. He can think he is. That's fine. He can think he is, but he's not at all. No one in the West is practicing Islam how it's meant to be. No one.
Some of them are. Yeah.
You know what? I'll retract that. Some of them are.
Yeah. Yes.
And our next super chat comes from Dom Dividend. Thank you for the generous super chat, Dom. Says, keep going, Addy.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Dom Dividend always likes to do 69. And with a Christian, like I know I see you at your, by the way, thank you for a very generous super chat to Ali. That's very sweet.
Thank you.
But like, you have a Christian logo and you do 69 more than anyone else. Like, what is up with that? So, always with
That's
the 69. True. Yes.
Thank you, Dom. Really appreciate that.
You know what the difference is? Like, hey, we Christians enjoy getting freaky in our you know, not freaky like within the sacred bounds of marriage and everything like that. Like, we could do that. Like, what the hell? We have that. Like, what do you think? Like, just because we're Christian, we don't have fun with our husbands and wives, right? There you go. See, I gave you the response. Yeah, 69 with your, you know, it's not anti-Christian to do that, right? Obviously not. Like, if you're married, you could do that.
Would it be outlawed in Islam?
No. If it's with your wives or your sex slaves. Yeah. With one of your wives or your sex slaves, it's okay.
Jeez, okay.
Because you know how I know that? Because the Quran has a verse on this. The Quran, because there was a question, there's a regards to whether you could do anal, and the Quran has a verse on that. Let me see.
I mean, Muhammad himself did it, so I would be surprised if it was outlawed.
No, so there's a verse in the Quran that says that your wives are like fields, right? And a farmer can enter his field from whatever way he wants, right? So that a lot of Muslims don't know this. That verse is talking about anal. Not that many people know this. That verse is basically answering the question: if you can go from the front or the back, is both okay? That verse is like, yeah, your wives are like a field, and you could enter your fields from whatever direction you want. I'm not joking, guys. I'm being serious. Let me find.
Gotcha.
You want me to find the verse?
No. I think we got it. No, I think we absolutely believe you.
Okay.
That's absolutely yeah. You guys believe him, right? Right, guys.
So basically saying you could get freaky with your wives and sex slaves in any way that you want because it's yours.
Gotcha.
Your field, your business. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Very holy book.
And so thank you, Dom, for that super chat. And our next one is from BT saying unacceptable.
Oh,
maybe
yes.
In the Adventure Time. BT, did you mean to say that in the Adventure Time? Like the screeching unacceptable? Okay.
Oh yeah. I love, oh my god, I miss Adventure Time. Why did that show end? Thank you, BT.
Thank you, BT,
See,
for the super
you know
chat.
why she's unacceptable? No, she's saying unacceptable because I lost the super chat competition. So she was so that's how loyal she is to me. She was finding it.
I mean, gotta take the loss gracefully, BT.
Only for today. By the way, but before you go to next super chat, Aryan is saying, Armin, that is true. Is basically the word is telf. Yes. Okay. So, and is Quran chapter 2, Surah al-Baqarah, verse 223. So Aryan knows what I'm talking about. Yes. If you guys want to look it up, that's the verse.
Wow. Okay. There we go. And our next super chat is from Fleshy Interloper saying those idiots are ready to make a deal. Yeah, they are. At this point, I think the Islamic Republic is pretty clear that the United States is going to finish them off. And I think they're going to be trying to hand over some concessions here. We might be, in fact, that might be what the pause is about. I don't know. Thank you, Fleshy Interloper. And Joanne says super chat race. Yeah, I mean, was it a race though, Joanne? I mean, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Guys, we need to humble this person like the demi in tomorrow's super chat race. Okay.
Oh man,
wow.
It's so fun acting like. It's so fun acting like that. Doo-doo to everyone in the chat. Doo-doo. No, guys, don't feel bad for Armin. Don't feel bad for Armin. Okay? Just saying. There was a period of time there. I'm just saying that there was a period of time where I couldn't get super chats. And then Armin would force me to read his super chats. I'd have to read it for him. And be like crying down my tears. Like a dad going like, what's 2 + 3? And you're like, 4. And he's like, no, try again. Thank you, Joanne. I'm kidding. And Sarah Ocean with our next super chat saying, I'm a proud member of Armin's army. Sorry, I didn't know.
Yes. Sarah's loyal.
Oh no, that hurts.
Thank you, Sarah.
Okay.
Sarah
okay.
will be with me.
Yeah, that's fine. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you, Sarah. And Fleshy Interloper, thank you for the super chat. Saying, wait, Trump found Mahdi and he's dealing with him? I think Witkoff is probably more likely to find the Mahdi. Yeah. Or
Trump is the Mahdi. Have you considered that? Why not that?
Oh my God. Yeah, I think maybe JD Vance will be looking for him. In fact, we should send him on a mission there to find the Mahdi. Thank you, Fleshy Interloper.
Thank you.
Our next one is from Nail Bunny saying, never forget.
Yes.
We are all here because of Armin. Confetti.
Oh.
That's true.
Wow.
Guys, for all the jokes that
Confetti.
we make, for all the jokes that we make, after every stream, I tell Armin, I'm like, in the beginning when you're joking, I was like, Armin, I'm just completely kidding, right? You know how much I appreciate you.
My heart. Oh my God, my heart. Nail Bunny. Yeah. Thank you. That's so sweet.
Thank you for the sweet super chats, Nail Bunny.
Oh.
So and sweet. Our next super chat is from BT saying, Ali might have won the battle, but we will win the war.
Yes, exactly. That's the word. That was the phrase I was looking for, but I couldn't remember. Thank you, BT. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Yes, exactly.
We'll see about that.
BT June.
Thank you, BT, for the super chat. And Fizz Andrews is saying, Armin, second place equals first loser. Oh, damn.
Okay, I'm keeping a mental note of my friends and enemies. Okay, I give Fizz Andrews. I wonder if you could guess which list you're on.
Oh, the naughty list.
Yes.
Thank you, Fizz Andrews, for backing me up here. I was kind of on the back foot there. Now I think I'm ahead. And our next super chat is from Jagatai saying, Armin, you subjected us to Fuentes, Piers, and Morandi.
Okay, enjoy your echo chamber on Ali's side. Okay, on our side, we actually prefer to see what our enemies are thinking because we prefer to be prepared for the war. But if you enjoy the comfort echo chamber of Ali's side of the chat, then have at it.
I mean, if you guys like to listen to Nick Fuentes, Piers Morgan, and Chad Andy, then I think you guys know where to go. And if you don't want to listen to those people,
Know
you also
thy
know where to
enemy. Have you guys? Isn't that in the Bible or something somewhere? I don't know. Know thy enemy. What is that? Like, aren't you supposed to know thy enemy? Isn't that a thing?
It's true.
Lazy. You guys are lazy. You just want to be you just want to hear confirmation of your beliefs instead of seeing what the other side says.
Thank you, Jagatai.
I'm gonna. By the way,
Hey.
Jagatai, I'm taking out. You're also added to my mental list.
And our next super chat is from Saber Coaching, saying inbred logic is the best logic. According to the inbreds, of course, that is the best logic. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
To us, it's still inbred logic. Thank you, Ram. And thank you, DW Bush, for your super sticker support. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
BT with the super chat saying Po, the panda from Kung Fu Panda, is Jewish. Someone go tell the mullahs, because he's Jack Black. Yeah, he's voiced by Jack Black.
You're right. That's a good
I
point.
wonder if that was brought up in the Islamic Republic's analysis of Kung Fu Panda. They're like, oh yeah, Jack Black is Jewish.
Probably not, because they like to basically point out that is global Zionism. So global Zionists are not necessarily have to be Jews. So if you keep focusing on, oh, he's a Jew, then you're underestimating who else is part of the global Zionist movement if they're not a Jew. So the Saudis, for example, are part of global Zionism as well. You don't have to be Jewish to be part of global Zionism.
I see. Thank you, BT. We'll have an update for you guys soon. Read a couple more. Saber Coaching is saying, Adi, your Shifu henceforth. Learn the finger hold. Oh, I will remember it. It was like something like this, with the pinky up, puts the pinky down and everything. I'll remember it. See, you can tell me any point of that movie, and I will remember it like the back of my hand. I know it. Just saying.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Saber Coaching. Although Shifu is old though. Yeah, I'm kind of more like, maybe I am Po. Maybe I am Po.
Okay.
Thank you, Ram. And thank you, Ellie Goldman, for the Liberty Politics membership.
Thank
Much
you.
appreciated. Very kind of you. And Nail Bunny with another Liberty
Thank you,
Politics
Nail Bunny.
membership gift.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Nobody. Thank you.
Our next super chat is from Bill Kennedy saying, who is first to go? Putin, IRGC, or Trump? I would say IRGC is first to go. Yeah.
First to go. Yeah. I don't know because yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't know.
I'm gonna vote for IRGC.
Hopefully IRGC. I would say hopefully IRGC.
Yeah. I'm gonna say IRGC, Putin, Trump. That's my order. If I had to guess. And thank you, Bill. And our next super chat is from DW Bush saying, Armin, Palantir currently holds contracts with the federal government. Their focus is on improving upon war outcomes using AI and robotics to win war.
Yes,
Right.
I love Palantir. Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Big fan of Palantir.
We should show them the video of that sometime about what Palantir is doing, what that looks like. Do you remember when I showed you that? That was like, by the way, when I showed you that, it was like 4 or 5 months ago.
That was so sexy. Oh my God,
Yeah,
I love that.
That was a long time. That was a long time ago.
Yes.
Thank you,
Palantir is
DW
going to
Bush.
give United States such an upper hand.
Looks like that's a Palantir shareholder. And thank you for the super chat. Our next one is from Rooster saying he didn't win the super chat war. He just won the battle. we still got more to go.
Yes, we
You know,
do.
you know just how Armin's
we do.
collecting information here.
You know what? I'm gonna hire Palantir. You guys, I'm gonna install Palantir software on my computer, and you're gonna go on that list. How about that?
Dang. I'm gonna go with the Chinese version.
Oh yes.
Thank
See,
you,
guys,
Rooster, for the super chat.
he's confirming that he's with the enemy. I'm going American. He's going Chinese.
It's just the way to go nowadays.
See, he's admitting it. He's not even hiding it.
Yep.
Durka.
And Channel saying Durka babushkas and middle-aged men eye roll. Oh, the babushka eye roll. Like, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Channel. Yeah, in those videos, the eating videos, just I was like, God, my two least favorite things is hearing people chew with their mouth open, and then also Durka. It was combined in one. Thank you, Channel, for the super chat. And Arizu says, someone made me a member. Thank you. It's because you show up and you're here.
Thank you, Arizu.
You got the membership. You deserve it. Hope you're feeling better from your car accident.
Yes, hopefully you're feeling better. And thank you. Thank you for your support. And yes, thank you to whoever made Arizu a member.
Probably Nail Bunny. And Ariana Persia. Okay, here we go. Armin, you ready for this question? All right. Would a constitutional monarchy after Iran is free be better at maintaining efficacy and unity under recommended dynastic system or an appropriated elective model similar to papacy or Dogado Serenisma?
Papacy.
So is a constitutional monarchy better under a dynasty system with kings or an appropriated elective model? So like, what is an elected model? What's an example of that in the world right now?
Like the Pope, the papacy.
Yeah, but I want a better one. I mean, the Pope has like 50 people in his country.
No, so he's elected by a group of cardinals, not by everybody in his country, right? So he's basically asking, is it better for the king to just be the son or daughter of the previous king, or have a council of experts that will choose the king every time, vote and choose the king, right? And the answer is we need to have a mix. So first of all, I'll tell you what my vote would be, but regardless of what my vote would be, the best answer is whatever the Iranian people decide, whatever the structure of the Iranian people decide, right? So when the Iranian people vote for the founding fathers, the writers of their constitution, they will vote for the people who think that they will write the constitution in the way that they want. And if they write the constitution in that way, when the constitution is put on for another referendum, if it gets voted on, and wins, the constitution is approved by the Iranian people, whatever is in that constitution is the best model. The best model is going to be the model that the Iranian people choose. Okay, but that's not what you're asking. You're asking, what would I vote for? Like, what would I be supporting when I'm voting for the members of the council that is going to be writing the constitution, and whether or not, when I'm voting for approving or not approving the constitution, right? I think personally, we want to have accountability, but also Iranian culture being respected, because our culture, our history, our traditions is part of our identity, right? So how could we have, so it has to be based on inheritance. So it has to be from father or mother to son or daughter. So the king needs to be the daughter or the son of the previous king, previous Shah, right? But we still want to, in modern times, we also, so it needs to be a mix of the old and the new. Old because our identity, our traditions, our culture needs to be reflected in it, but the new because we want to have a democratic model that whoever the Shah is accountable to the people. So the way that you mix that is that, yes, you need to be the son or daughter of the previous Shah to be the new Shah, but also the Iranian people should be able to have a process in which they could remove the Shah if they're not happy with his performance. Does that make sense?
And what would you vote for?
That's what I would vote
If you
for.
want to show them. Okay.
I would vote for a constitutional monarchy where the Shah is the son or daughter of the previous Shah, because that is what the Iranian people want, because it's in line with their history, with their traditions, with their identity, with what Iran had for basically forever, right? But only added with a mix of accountability in a way that basically there needs to be a process. If the new Shah is not performing the way the Iranian people want, there should be a way for the Iranian people to remove the Shah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would probably go with the same. I mean, we had an unbroken streak of a few thousand years of monarchy until this 47 years.
Yes. Does that make sense?
System. Yeah.
Yeah, Iranians, Omid is agreeing with me. So Omid is saying thank you. Okay. 100%. Okay, see?
Thank you
I'm
for
getting
the great
Iranian people's approval with my answer. Sarah, Omid.
Sweet. Wait, what is going on here? What evil plan? What are you guys talking about?
I don't know what she's saying, but I think don't pay attention to that. We're planning something.
Anyway.
But she also agrees with my vote for the Shah.
I see. Thank you, Ariane, for the great
look
question.
at this. Ariane is saying, great answer. Thank you, gentlemen. Much appreciated as always. You have always the best question.
That was all Armin. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Great question. And we have this disgusting super chat by Ultra Sentient saying Ayatollah Ali Salman. Yeah, no.
Oh, guys, you guys figured out
Moving
how to
on.
get under his skin. That's good.
Shauna, thank you for the super chat saying America
I know
is going hard.
how to get really under your skin. Before you read that, I really know how to get under your skin, but I'm not gonna do it because it's so unfair. It's so unfair that I'm not gonna do it. So, you will hate me. It wouldn't be a joke anymore. Ali would be like, okay, this is beyond joke. Like, shut up.
I mean, I think the easiest way is just my name, my first name that I didn't get to choose. It's just my first name.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
that's fine, guys. You know, it's not under my control. Just saying.
Yes.
Hack me if you want to.
It's not nice.
Feel
Don't
better
do it,
about
guys.
yourselves.
Guys, we have so many. Let me in defense. Okay, not joking. Right, guys. Iran is filled with Alis, Muhammads, Hassans, and Husseins who are aggressively against Islam. Let me say that again. There's nowhere in the world that you have more people with the name Ali, Hassan, Hussein, Muhammad, and Fatima that are aggressively anti-Islamic. And you know what? In fact, instead of being ashamed of that name, they should be proud of it, because those names shows where you came from, and now you should be proud of what you managed to do, of what you managed to overcome. So that name should be a bragging right.
Yeah, my name does not define me. It's so common it might as well just be like a name like Jack or Joe. It's that's common. And our next super chat is from Shauna saying America is going hard on building nuclear. Don't you worry, Armin. Every region will have its own nuclear plant as soon as possible.
Yeah, Shauna, I will go even farther. I think every household might not house. Every neighborhood will have its own nuclear power plant.
Dang.
Yes.
Maybe
or fusion.
Maybe like 60
maybe
years
fusion,
from now.
I don't know.
Or maybe 50 years, yeah.
Maybe fusion, I don't know.
Right. So I'm reading what people in the chat say. Thank you, Shauna, for the super chat. And Deathless, oh my God, it's always giving the massive piece of support every time. With the 20 Sony memberships, I caught up to you. Deathless comes out and just evens out the playing field immediately. See, Nail Bunny,
I was
as much as you
celebrating
want
it.
to bite me.
I was just celebrating the support. Now I'm taking it back. Wow.
Thank you, Deathless. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
And our next super chat is from Nima Farce saying, much love to you two. Thinking about doing the same as you guys and getting into geopolitics on social media thanks to you. I'll start soon. Javi Cho.
Nima, Javid Shah, and be in touch with me. I could help with that. Okay. Anybody who wants to get into doing YouTube on politics, get in touch with me, armin.navabi@gmail.com. That's what I want to do. I want to help people who want to get into politics and find a way to make a income from it so that they could. I want people who are on the side of liberty to be able to make income from fighting for liberty so they could do less of other things, and we have more people who are focusing on fighting for liberty. So if you are one of those people who want to become active on YouTube and have a side income or like just full income on doing this, contact me and I would be happy to help.
And you should show up to the group discussion. It's actually a good way to practice. It really is.
Yes, exactly.
Great idea, Nima. I think you should.
Link in the top left corner.
Yeah, and I think you should. And we can help you with that. So come on over. Thank you for the super chat. And our next one is from DW Bush saying, Armin and Ali together are highly informative, educational, and entertaining. Thanks to both of you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for saying that.
I
appreciate that.
Thank you for saying that. Yes.
We're also entertaining now. People are also saying entertaining when they describe us.
That's very sweet. I really appreciate you guys saying that. That those type of stuff motivates us to keep doing it.
Thank you very much for the super chat. And we have our next super chat from Raptor. And this one is for you saying, hey, Armin, I've been following you since you were on the Secular Jihadist podcast. You had a weird phrase where you were posting weird corn illustrations, but I'm glad you're not doing that anymore and focusing on what you do best. Keep it up. Well, a long-time supporter.
Yes. Well, Raptor, you should give people the full story of what actually happened, right? So what actually happened was I was posting, I basically desecrated the Quran, and that video of me desecrating the Quran went viral. And it went viral in India. And it went so viral in India that so many media out there was covering me doing that to the Quran and talking about ex-Muslims against Islam. It's spreading. And then one thing I noticed is that so many of these people who were celebrating me from India, and they came, and our subscribers grew, my Patreon account just grew, like they were supporting it and coming in and in. And one thing I noticed is that so many of these people were aggressively anti-Muslim in a way that I was finding uncomfortable. So I was thinking that I could just lean into this because there was so much support and money and subscribers and growth was coming out of this. I could lean into it. But I was finding it a little bit, I was getting uncomfortable because I was like, this is not really like, I'm anti-Islam, but these people, like not all Indians. Let me just be like, not when I say these people, I'm not talking about all Indians, right? I'm talking about certain groups within these people that were not like the rest of them. There are many good Indian people that are, support secularism and are against Islam, but not like a lot of the support. So I wanted to make sure that I know that I'm getting good support. I didn't want every kind of support. I wanted to make sure I'm getting clean support. I didn't want support for the sake of support. So what I did was like, okay, you guys are celebrating me posting something, desecrating the Quran. I'm an atheist, and I do that with Hinduism as well. I'll just want to do that as well so that people see like some of these people who are supporting me, will they continue to support me if I'm like exercising my activism against all religions as well. So I posted a picture of Kali, the goddess of Hindus, in a sexy outfit. And then all of these people were supporting me. All of a sudden, like this, they turn against me, right? Aggressively. And I've never seen that level of attack. So guys, I kid you not. First of all, atheism went viral in India, because I was an atheist. I have the Supreme Court of Delhi. I have a case there. There are 4 court orders, police court orders against me right now in India. 4. Me and Susanna. The Supreme Court of the entire country, there's a case still waiting in the Supreme Court of the entire country because of our case for like against us, right? And every single person, like, so guys, this went all the way to the Supreme Court. This is all over the news if you guys want to go check it. It's crazy, right? Every single person in India, like all the journalists that were covering me and supporting me and liking my tweets when I was attacking Islam, they were looking for them and they were hunting them down. And these people were, and their families, and they were coming to my X account and they were trying to unlike every single tweet that I was, that they liked of me, right? Because they were looking for them and they were hunting them down in India. It got so bad that I lost my X account and my Facebook account. We had more than 2 million followers on Facebook. And the same people who were supporting us for attacking Islam were reporting our anti-Islamic content on Facebook so that we lose our Facebook page with more than 2.5 million followers, right? Even though they were against Islam themselves, but they were just reporting it just to get rid of our page. So I lost that Facebook page with more than 2 million followers. I lost both of my X accounts only because of Elon Musk bought Twitter. I managed to get them back. But worse than that, Ali, let me tell you what happened, right? They found my family and they found pictures of my mom on her deathbed. They made fake porn of my mom and sent it to the rest of my family. It was so bad that my brother was contacting me and crying and saying, Armin, make this stop, right? I had to move because people promised to find me and take, to destroy me. And for the first time in my life, I was almost considering backing out. I was almost considering not doing anything, like basically surrendering. So because even though I had been doing this for years, I've never seen being hunted like this, right? The volume was so high, and I was like, I remember one day I was deciding, like, okay, I'm going to basically delete everything, all the posts that they don't like, and quit this because this is too much. And then at the last minute, I said to myself, like, if there's anybody that doesn't back, like, I always pride myself that when people come after me, I double down and I go 10 times harder. But this time I was like, this is too much. Like, if it's not me, it's my family. They're going after my family too. But then I thought, like, this goes against my philosophy, because if I back down, you're only encouraging the intimidation. And by the way, to be fair to Indians and Hindus, there were so many Indians and Hindus that were contacting me and asking me to, like, they were asking for forgiveness. And we're like, Armin, we don't agree with this. This is not good. We don't believe this. This is not good. And I was telling them, like, no, it's okay. Like, it's not you. It's not, I know so many Indians are not like this. I'm not blaming all Indians at all, right? But then, by the way, guys, this is all over the news if you want to go check this out. But then at the last minute, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna back down. I'm not gonna surrender. And I went 10 times harder on the very thing that they made them offended. And that's why I did that. That's why I went through that phase, because I just didn't want to back down. And I just wanted to double down.
These people are disgusting for doing that, by the way.
And
some people who probably
it worked. Yeah, sorry, go on.
These people have probably never. These people are parasites who just live online. I can picture the exact type of person who does that.
And guys, it worked because people were telling me, like, Armin, stop it. This is too much. They're coming after you. And I thought, if I stop it, it encourages them to come at me more. I thought that if I double down and they see that this is not making me back down, that is what discourages them. If you want to discourage them, don't back down. That will encourage them. You have to double down to discourage them. And I doubled down, and at first it got worse. And people were like, see, Armin, it's getting worse. And I'm like, I bet you if I keep doing it, that's what is going to make them back out. And I did it, and I kept on doing it for months. And I was right. It was only because I kept on doing it, they backed down. If I gave in, they will do it more. These people, guys, leftists communists, Muslims, whenever this is why you don't negotiate with terrorists, because this is the rule I learned. When they intimidate you, if you think giving into their intimidation makes them back down, no, they will never be satisfied. They will always come and ask for more. Or it's only when you don't back down and do 10 times what they ask you to stop is when the intimidation and the violence stop. This goes back to the situation that we are in right now. This is why you don't negotiate with the Islamic Republic. This is why you double down.
They only understand force. You did the right thing. I'm glad you're here still.
Thank you.
And thank you, Raptor, for allowing us to hear that story. Thanks for the super chat there.
And Raptor is agreeing with me, by the way. He's saying you are so right, Armin. Thank you, Raptor. By the way, I'm out of that phase, so if you didn't like that phase, I'm out of it. But I think it worked. I had to do it, and thank you. And I love my Indian and Hindu friends and supporters. Please never think I'm generalizing. So many Indians and Hindus came to me and saying, like, Armin, we're not like this. And I know. I'm not generalizing. But yeah, go on.
Yeah. And for anyone saying what worked, him sticking to his philosophy and fighting back worked. And our next super chat is from News Bren, saying, you don't play war games with terror. Oh, here we go. Here's our answer. You don't play war games with terrorists. You just finish them, or they grow and they will finish you instead.
Wow. Yeah, we didn't even plan this. This super chat was not supposed to be. It came right after that, but it was so relevant to what we just said.
Completely agree. Completely agree.
Yes, completely agree.
We need more people think like this. You know, we need less vice presidents who think not like this, and we need more people who think like this. Thank you, News Bren. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
And Ninja Rooster saying, so who is the Horde and who is the Alliance? I know you're Alliance in World of Warcraft.
Yes, people don't like that. That's not unpopular. I was Alliance. For the Alliance! I'm sorry. Now everybody's going to be like, oh, boo, Armin. Sorry. Are you for the Horde?
I liked Tauren. Tauren Warrior is my favorite. So Horde.
You know, Alliance. The Alliance is Western civilization, and the Horde is basically the terrorists, right?
Yeah, you gotta put yourself in the head of your enemy. You gotta know him. You gotta act like him.
Wait, that's why guys, look at this. That's why I show you Nick Fuentes and Piers Morgan. Yeah. See, he's admitting it.
There's some, maybe not that far, maybe not that in role, but thank you, Rooster. And James Moore saying, I have defected. I like to help arm Armin's army. So have we taken anyone out to dinner? Sorry, Saturday morning here. Been shopping with my lady. No, James Moore.
They always come back. They always come back.
He first defected to my chat, and then now he's defected back to your chat.
Defected. See?
Well, can't win them all. Can't win them all. Thank you, James, for the super chat. And have fun shopping with your wife. Next super chat's from Sarah Ocean, saying, there's enough love to go around. Love you, Ali. Yeah.
No, only here.
Remember,
Sarah.
I'll remember your statement from before. You know what?
If you never mind. I shouldn't say that. That's too much.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
For all of you guys who appreciate and support both of us, thank you so much. It's very kind.
Thank you.
And our next super chat is from Amy, saying, I'm having a crisis of loyalties. Love you both.
I love you.
Now we're tearing people apart. We're making them choose.
Don't make us choose.
Thank you for the super chat, Amy. I think you're good right where you are. And thank you very much.
Wait, where is she? No. If Ali says that, that's not true. Oh, God damn it.
And Jimmy the Gin Saying off topic, but answering the other day's question, the night of Al Zut and the night of the Jinn are different nights with different debauchery. What's the night of the Jinn?
I actually don't know. What's the night of the Jinn?
Oh, okay. Well, will you look at that? I will read the next one. And our next one is from Don B, saying, don't forget the attacks on the 28th of February began at 8 a.m. Tehran time. Thanks for all you do. Keep us updated. I have come to respect the brave people of Iran and cannot wait for their freedom, to celebrate their freedom from America. From America, Javicha.
Thank Javisha.
Don.
Thank you. That's very nice.
It's very kind of you. Yeah, thanks. He's right. The strikes last time, so that would be 9 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Pacific, 1 a.m. Eastern time, and that would have been 8 a.m. Iran time ish. So, yeah, we might have to wait a little bit here. There are tankers up in the air. It looks like Kuwait actually, for a couple minutes, activated their sirens.
Want to check the news? I will be right back. You want to check the news quickly? Let's see what's. I'll be right back. Don't do the super chats. I need to be here.
Okay. So pretty much what happened is that you see another Charandi Marandi video, and this guy's just saying that he's just saying his usual thing. We're gonna everyone. Isn't it funny that every time the Islamic Republic gets hit, the IRGC just take out a map of the Middle East, and they're like ordering a menu at a restaurant. They're like, that one. Well, actually, we'll just take everything. Let's just hit everything west of the Islamic Republic. Just hit them all the Persian Gulf, everything. They do that every single time. And Kuwait sounded its sirens for a few minutes there, but it turned out to be a false alarm because I'm not getting any explosions. More and more news channels are reporting. Now we got ABC. So ABC, CBS, CNN, Wall Street Journal, they're all reporting Axios that the United States will be striking this weekend. I don't know. I mean, the fact that that's leaked is telling me that the timing, they're trying to put the Islamic Republic off with the timing of things. Isn't it crazy that we are at this point that we genuinely don't know? Like, no matter how much we can speculate, none of us know. No one, I don't even think people in Trump's cabinet know. I think the only person who knows is Donald Trump, and he likes it that way.
Maybe you're right. I think you might be right.
So yeah, and our next super chat is from Shauna, saying, when I hear the name Ali, I think of the original story version of Aladdin, the old folk story where he tricked the thieves. I don't think of Islam. That's actually crazy because that was the first movie I ever watched with someone with my name in it, and I particularly love the open sesame scene where like they open up the door to the cave and they all go in. I love that part. So that's actually very similar to what I think. I know Armin thinks something completely different when he hears Ali.
No, it's not that different. I think about Prince Ali.
Guys, he's lying, but thank you. Thank you, Shauna.
I don't lie. I'm actually being honest.
Thank you.
You know what? Actually, you know what I think when I think about the name Ali? You want the honest answer? I think of you.
What? Oh, cool. That's great. Yeah, that's what people in high school would call me, like Prince Ali from Aladdin, because a girl asked me out to prom with a poster saying like, will you be my Prince Ali to this Disney themed prom? Like it was like that.
That's cute.
Yeah, and people are like, oh. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Shauna. I don't know why I said Sean. Oh, there we go. Lost another one.
Don't worry, I already did that to her. She didn't mind.
And Nail Bunny with the 5 Liberty Politics memberships.
Always. Thank you, Nail
Thank
Bunny.
you so much. Appreciate that. And Amy's asking me in the chat when I graduated high school. Yeah, it's actually last year. No, I'm kidding. I know some people wouldn't believe that. So,
I was gonna say
and
graduate already.
yeah, and we have a massive super chat again
Wow,
from
thank you.
Deathless. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Saying, here's how it works. Oh, setting the tone. Love Armin and his knowledge of the number 69, but super chat Ali to show your love.
Wow.
Guys, this is, I mean, whew.
Okay.
Guys, the 48 laws of power never outshine your master. And it's, I don't know. I'm gonna be soon, you know, it's gonna get rid of me.
That's like, is that real love? That is just making fun of. So that's just making fun of me. Like that's okay. Okay, I see how it is. Dang.
Love Armin and his knowledge of the number 69, but love Armin, but I feel like we're saying that quite often nowadays.
Knowledge of the number. What does that even mean? Knowledge, like from all the things. That's what you go with. What the hell?
That you could
just because there was another super chat with $69. I didn't even say anything about $69. That's the other super chat.
No. They're saying Ali Kotlet. Oh no. Thank you, Deathless, for your amazing support. Very much appreciate that.
They just want to rub it in. They're like, here, look at this. We have a big super chat for Ali. Oh, okay, fine.
Maybe he dislikes you more than he likes me.
Maybe that's why you're getting the super chats, big super chats. It's because of their dislike for me.
Oh, right. That's a great market to that's set up shop there.
Tap into. Okay.
Thank you, Deathless. And BT is saying, imagine if you would have done a cow in a bikini. Huh.
Why would we imagine that?
Why is that what you thought of?
Why? But why? Why are we imagining that?
Yeah.
I don't want to imagine that. Look, do not imagine that. Like, no. Where did that come from? Thank you.
And our next super chat is from General Labor.
Oh, because of Hindu worship.
Look, General Labor 69 saying lol.
Thank you. See, it's everywhere. See, it's not even me. Like, you were like, what the hell? It's not me. It's the super chats. It's like,
oh no. Thank you for the super chat there. And James Moore saying, because quote unquote my God is so powerful and omnipotent, I have to deal out the punishment God should, because my God can't. He's making fun of Islam.
No.
Yeah, pretty much. Huh?
No. He's talking about the Hindutva people who were after.
Oh. How many gods do they have? Like 900 something?
Depends on who you ask, but like it's either like
of course.
Depends on what you define by a god, because it could go to hundreds of thousands.
Of course.
Main gods is like 130 something. I forgot exactly. But there's the main three. There's a main three, and then there's my favorite Hindu god is Agni. By the way, it's not one of the main three, but it's my favorite Hindu god. So it's the main three is Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma. If I remember.
Thank you, James Moore.
Thank you.
And Nechma saying, proud of you, Armin. Thank you for your tenacity. Yes, guys. Everyone praise Armin for his tenacity for not giving up.
Oh my God, no. So thank you. No.
Everyone say thank you, Armin. You're the best.
Oh no, I'm trying to distract you from that. Nechama. Okay. Nechama, the name is Nechama. Thank you.
Thank you for the super chat.
See how I changed the conversation?
Honestly, I think you underestimate how many people very, very much appreciate you.
No.
Seriously.
Well, thank you.
And thank you for the super chat as well. And our next one is from Omid Salute, saying Mamons are always off limits. Anyone who breaks that code must be ... YouTube won't let me say it. Yeah. It's true. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
the super chat. You know, he acts like he's on your side, but then actually he says, we appreciate him. That's news. So you got caught. I mean, you got caught straight up. And thank you for the super chat. Our next one is from Alexia saying, Armin is the brother I wish I had. Love you, brother.
Oh.
I will any day dodge a bullet for you. Wait,
Oh my
actually, she will dodge a bullet for you. So,
but if
I
you
mean,
dodge
might
it, then
you
I will
win.
get hit.
Hawatodaram, which means I got your back. Jobit Shah, Payende Iran.
Thank you.
Much love, Armin.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alexia.
Maybe by dodging a bullet for me means she will make me dodge it. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Alexia.
Thank you.
And News Bren is saying, are you aware that meanwhile we think the best strategy? Are you aware that meanwhile we're thinking up for the best strategy, they're finishing a nuclear bomb? We need to listen to the CIA and Mossad and throw all in. Hit the structure and IRGC.
Well,
time's a ticking.
Just go with the entire leadership and arm the Iranian people. That's your greatest weapon against the greatest evil. The greatest weapon against, this is actually true. This statement is true. The greatest weapon against the greatest evil of our time are the Iranian people. So use them.
Yes, absolutely. News Brand's got it down. Thank you very much for the super chat.
Thank you.
We couldn't agree more. We really couldn't. And our next one is from Saber Coaching saying, I used to follow your page around 2013/14 thinking this guy will get taken out. Then your page disappeared around 2016. Happy you didn't give up. Dang.
Thank you. Wow, you've been following me for that long? Jesus.
Your
wow,
longest supporters.
Crazy. Yeah, that's
Guys,
crazy.
has anyone followed Armin from before 2014?
Our page had 2,500,000 followers and it was taken out. And people, a lot of people thought that I would give up. And then I basically focused on YouTube. Oh, only from 2014.
Oh wow!
No, he's asking.
Ariana Purchase says, I have.
Yes, there was. Guys, I started this before there was Facebook. I started on Orkut. Orkut. Do you guys even know what Orkut is? Orkut was the social media before Facebook. Atheist Republic started on Orkut. Oh my God, you must be a baby if you say.
There we go. And with that, we have our last super chat from Sarah Ocean saying, Encyclopedia Arminica, our genius leader. Love you. Yes, all hail the leader.
Oh, stop it! Yeah,
no,
stop. Where's my weapon? It's my weapon. Stop. Don't do that.
Thank you,
That's
Sarah.
close.
Oh, beautiful. Any chance we get to hype Armin up makes me feel so uncomfortable.
I'll start reading the Quran to you. Okay, how about that?
Okay,
oh yeah, that's your kryptonite. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Huh? Like that? You like that? There you go. Okay. See,
there we go.
know it is.
And our last super chat is actually from Noah, the Persian American, saying the VIP group. Our God is Armin. JK, love it. I didn't say it. He said it. Don't say it anymore.
I read the Quran. No, I read the Quran.
No, I didn't say it.
I know you had it. I read it to Noah.
Thank you, Noah, for the last super chat. All right, guys. So it looks like the strikes have not happened yet. This could have just been some misinformation spread to the mainstream media to keep the Islamic Republic guessing. Or we could see strikes as soon as we end the live. That's the strategy of Donald Trump. Keep them guessing. So while I can say that, I can also say at the same time that we're absolutely prepared The United States is absolutely prepared. Israel is prepared. At any moment, this could kick off, and we will be live to show you what will be happening. With that, please remember to subscribe to both of our channels, and we hope you guys liked this session today. We're a bit more interactive with you guys, which was actually really, really fun.
Yeah, I like
and
it.
Yeah,
I liked it at the second half of the show when we were just interacting with you guys,
talking to you guys.
My
Yeah.
favorite. Yeah. All right, guys. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification. We're gonna see you guys same time tomorrow. And until then, I'm Israel Chai. Slava Ukrainian. Cuba Libre. Long live America.
Long live America.
Javid Shah.
Javid Shah.
Payende
Iran.
Oh, and one super chat. Alexia saying, I will jump in front of the bullets. Ali, silly. Wow. Dodge the bullet for me. Jump in front of the bullet for Ali. Okay. Javid Shah, Payende Iran. Amazing.